We understand an upside-down world, but they're writing us off before we get to the starting line. A stalled generation? Who do you think is gonna fix all this? We will, because our future is the future. The next greatest generation is now.
We all start somewhere. We start with the day. We start with him. We start with family. We start with a lesson. And the perfect wave. We start here and here. We start at your office and your home. We start with the connections that matter the most. The ones that move us, change us, inspire us. In an ever-expanding world, personal connections are what tie everything together, what ties us together. We all start somewhere. At GTA, we start with you.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the UG Triton Esports stream. And today we'll be having a match of League of Legends between UG Triton Esports and OKC University. Right here by my side, I have Coach John Dunna,
What's up?
the coach for League of Legends, and I'm Dean Santos. I play for the Valorant team. So, how are you feeling today?
I'm doing all right. I think the game today is going to be pretty exciting. The game versus OKC, they have a Master Tier player, so I think it's going to be pretty spicy. Our team is very solid. Yesterday they kind of dropped the ball, but I don't know.
I saw.
I think that was just an execution error, to be honest. Hopefully today they're more prepared, but it's a little early for us, so they're still trying to wake up. We'll see how game one goes. They have a single threat comp with their Master Tier player. Everybody else seems to be about gold level-ish. On paper, we look better, but I don't know if we're able to pull through. It just depends on how they're feeling today. Kind of coin flippy, so we'll see how that goes, yeah?
Let's keep positive vibes, you know? I believe. Yeah, actually, yesterday's game was pretty intense, in my opinion, but that's me. That non-league player, but there were close fights, and I would say, where do you think they were lacking execution?
Execution is definitely the thing that they struggled with the most yesterday because they didn't really look like they were coordinated. They didn't know what to do. They were kind of like just doing things. They were playing solo queue basically, and I really didn't like that. But
I
you know
see.
what? Let's move on to the draft here. It seems like they look to ban out their Master Tier player. They banned out Cassante Mordekaiser Zaya, and they picked Ace Soul with Renata. Okay, I like this into Nautilus. With the blue team bans, OCU, they seem to have banned Udyr, which is super necessary, I think, because Juju's kind of like an Udyr one trick. That's all he really plays, and that's all he's really good at. But you know, they banned the Fizz. I don't know where that's coming from. And Yumi, everybody hates that champ. Do you? How do you feel about Yumi players?
Honestly, I can't say I've had enough experience to say I hate Yumi,
Yeah.
but so far I mean I'm okay with Yumi, to be honest. Playing against her and
It's no
play.
skill. It's skillless. There's no
Oh, really?
expression. Yeah. That's why people hate it, man. It's
Oh,
just a parasitic
I
champion.
see.
You sit there and you don't press. You don't even need your mouse. You just throw it off to the side and press the other. You use your left hand to press the keys, man.
Oh yeah,
And then they win the game.
there's that one player that duo queued and bought by himself,
Oh yeah, I'm sure you can do it. Like
right?
there's so many
was it?
talented people in the world that can do it with their feet too.
Yeah, with the
Yeah. Well, I used to play Han and
Mm.
Moon Meander. I don't know if you know this guy, but this
No.
guy was a famous Han player who moved over to Dota. But this guy, back 10 plus years ago, used to play MOBA games, playing two champions. It's called dual boxing, and he'll play it by himself. So he'll play, well, exactly like they'll play something like Draven and Yumi, and he'll play Draven with one hand, and then he'll play Yumi with his toes or something like that. It's kind of crazy. It's nuts.
Yeah.
Like this is like a professional level player, and yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty sure they do that nowadays, but yeah. Anyways,
See.
so we're moving on to the second phase of bans. Seems like they're looking to just 5-man. It looks like 3 bans have gone directly towards the top laner, Cho'Gath, Mordekaiser, and Cassante. They're responding with a Kled ban, target ban versus our top laner Maui. He's infamous for his Kled. I can't say some terms that we use in practice, but you know what? Yeah, he's a Kled enjoyer. Let's just put it at that. Yeah. Okay, the last ban on blue side, OCU is going to look for. If I were them, top lane and jungle are still open for bans, so looks like they go with a Hecarim ban here, which makes sense because they already have the Sivir locked in. Hecarim's more of a slow, clear jungler, so looks like they have, on the OCU side, it looks like they have a lot of long-range engage. Nautilus, long-range poke, Jinx, Xerath. So if it gets into late game, it might be a problem, but we will see. Wukong coming out. That champ is not balanced. It's really good on R4 because they have the option to flex a top lane or jungle. So because the last pick on our side is jungle, right? Or top lane, if Maui wants to pick a different champion, he can. Or if Juju wants to pick a different champion for our last pick, he can. So that's really, really good for us. So they respond with Vi plus what? We'll see.
Is there a meta right now in terms of team comps?
Right now, I can comfortably say that Enchantresses rule the meta in the bot lane. But there's a lot of broken things in the game right now. Like absolutely busted, right? It's broken the game. There's like more than 10 plus champions in every role, or not every role, but in the game that have like above a 55% win rate, which is like unheard of.
Wow.
So, Wukong being one of them, Aurelion Sol being one of them. We're playing pretty like, we're playing these like we're picking some really strong champions right now, and I would describe OCU's draft as very like vanilla. You know, they ain't got no spice. That's what I see. But here we go.
There you go.
There you go. This is exactly what I was
that
talking
you
about.
talking
Wukong top instead of the jungle, which you would traditionally see, and then we also pick a Zac in the jungle as well. What do you think about the drafts? Are you happy with it?
I don't know what I'm looking at, but I'm excited to see our lineup. I'm seeing a new champion, Renata Glass, because I think I stopped before that.
Renata Glass is pretty cool. To be honest, we have a really, really solid team comp. Renata's able to disrupt. She's kind of like a Zyra, where she's like the queen of disengage.
Yeah.
So basically, if they have a lot of dive, like they have Gnar and Vi, right, and Nautilus,
Yeah.
right? Renata's able to zone them out and zone off the rest of the team with a really good ulti, because she throws out this like gas that goes basically the entire map. And what happens is it taunts the enemies to hit each other. So as they're diving,
no way.
as they're diving, you'll see this shortly. As they're diving, our team, Renata's able to ult them to peel them off of their team, right? So it's really, really strong. Her W, Renata's W, also, you played Zillion before? You know what he does?
Zillion?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zillion's ulti is like, dude, I'm horrible at naming the names, but basically it's a revive, right? Renata has that in her W. So basically, it's a steroid, attack speed steroid, right? You put it on your champion.
Yeah.
If your champion dies, they have 3 extra seconds of life, and if they get a takedown, right, a kill or assist during a team fight, they're able to revive. Otherwise, and they're able to use all of their abilities. Yo, 200 years, right?
That's crazy.
It's crazy, yeah. Renata's a really, really OP champion. Right now, we're just waiting for spectator delay so that we can hop right into the game. But yeah, as I was saying, we have all the tools necessary to win the game. We have tons of late game team. We have tons of late game pressure with Sivir, Aurelion, Sol. We're not really looking to skirmish early. They have a better early mid game than we do, in my opinion. But they can also play really poorly, and we can just pull through there. On paper, everybody except the top laner is everybody on paper in our team is better than their team, with the exception of top lane. The top lane is a Master Tier player, so that's the one that we got to look out for. It's the Gnar player.
Hmm.
Let's hope that Maui can survive laning phase. Let's hope that he builds a Doran shield and he just like plays very passively. And if he ints lane, oh god, I can't wait to see what's gonna happen. But yeah, we did our research. We looked at top lane, and it looks like he only played Cassante, Mordekaiser, and Set, I believe. So in the past 3 years, according to his main account. So we will see how this pans out for us.
Cool, cool.
Yeah, man.
Let's go. 1 minute left.
Yeah.
It's exciting. I'm excited because yesterday I was actually pumped up to commentate for the league game. It's like, okay, you know, like I've been a league player. This was my first competitive game, and it's exciting, you know, to be watching this and commentating under it. Yeah. When
Yeah.
did you start playing league?
Dude, I started playing League like 10 years ago.
Oh wow.
Yeah. That's a decade. Can you
Oh,
say a
yeah.
decade, man? Can you say you had a decade's worth of experience in any game that you played? Because this is makes me feel old, man.
Wait,
Anyways.
actually, it's 2023, right?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, it has been 10 years too for me.
Yeah, of playing a single game, yeah.
Yeah. But you know, I stopped like when Valorant came out, I stopped. That's when I stopped. Because that's when I got my first PC.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh yeah, no more toaster, so I can play any games.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, I do hop in and out sometimes. League of Legends.
Okay, great. Now League
Let's
is going to
Go! Let's get the game started, man. Let's
Right.
go.
Interestingly,
Mhm.
there's a lot to talk about. Let's see. Once Champ Select starts, or loading screen starts.
Mhm.
Let's see what summoners they pick and what runes they pick. That's traditionally what I like to do in every single game. The game starts in Champ Select,
Oh, there we go.
obviously, but in competitive it's more exacerbated, I guess. Like you really have to be on point with your draft, right? Your
Yeah.
runes, everything. So if we're taking a look at blue team, they seem to have TP on R. Okay, double TP mid top, nothing out the ordinary. They have
An exhaust.
yeah, exhaust Jinx, interesting. Ghost Flash Sivir. Give me 1 second.
Yep, we're just gonna fix the.
Some technical difficulties here.
Right now, the map is not fully showing. It seems like the client is kind of bugged right now, but we'll be in shortly. So, I'd like to introduce the teams. So, on the left side, the blue team, which is OKC University, we have Mitafu, Mitafu as Gnar, Rising Rookie as Vi, Deline as Zera, Warren Ramsey as Jinx, Spirit AV as Nautilus, and Yoji Triton Esports. We have Wukong as Maui, Zach as Juju. I mean Juju as yours as Aurelian Soul, High Econ has as Sivir, and Crimson Comet as Glask. The new champion. Yo, let's go. 1 minute in. The lane phase is about to start. Right now, they're just chilling, protecting their camps, seeing if there'll be in any invade. Okay, and we have Coach Donna coming back to the stream.
Okay.
So
Yeah, sorry about
let's
that.
go.
We're
No,
back.
we're good. Let's go. Right now, they're just chilling.
We'll go ahead and see what's going on the mini map.
Their camps.
Looks like top lane opted for Fleet Footwork versus Maui and Conqueror. That's interesting. Lethal Tempo Standard, Aftershock Standard. I think
And we
Aftershock
have
Nautilus
Coach
is
Donna.
kind of lame. It's not impactful as you think.
Okay.
Um,
No, we're
the Glacial Augment is much better, I think, in my opinion. But if you're looking for the tank variant of Nautilus and Engage,
Yeah.
if you're trying to be the front line, then I guess it's okay. But almost all the other scenarios, I really like the other one, the Glacial Augment. Standard. I think Aftershock Nautilus is kind of lame. Not that good. The Glacial Augment, like, I think if you're looking for the tech variant of Nautilus, it's kind of
Yeah.
front line, and I guess it's okay. But almost all the other scenarios, I really give us something to the Glacial Augment.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. We have bot
seems
lane
like
right
we're
now.
okay.
Blue team's gonna push up to.
Yeah, looking at the lane statuses here. Sorry about that. We have a scaling mid lane. I don't think much is gonna happen. Yours versus Xerath versus Asol. Nothing's gonna happen early.
Mhm.
I think opting in for a full clear is fine. Both junglers are doing a mirror clear, so they're gonna be at bot lane at around the same time. It seems like they both know this. So, looking at the game, blue team is leading with 100 gold, but I mean that's okay. 100 gold doesn't really mean much. Maui takes a good trade here. Watching Maui CS. Alright, looks like there's going to be some bot lane action. The jungler's in contesting bot crab. Mid lane's also contesting bot crab. Let's see what happens. Bot lane, their bot lane has priority. Let's see what Zach does here. He looks to sacrifice the crab, the bot crab, for this gank, this potential gank bottom. Nope, looks like nothing's going to happen. He chooses to reset. He's going to go back towards his top side for another clear here. Maui is walking up for the CS right now, and I'm unsure what's going to happen. He's taking a lot of poke unnecessarily. Zach is coming top side. Okay, he takes a horrible trade, but it's all right. Zach's here to recover it, right?
Yeah, maybe
Vi's
he's taking,
camping
maybe
bottom
he's taking
down
a
here.
bait. Maybe he's taking a bait.
Look at what Vi's doing. He's taking really long. It looks like, boom, follow-up CC. Does he live? Does Crimson Comet live? He does live.
Nice.
And the top side. Okay.
Okay.
Top side. Nar doesn't look like he's going to get away from this. I think that he's going to get chased down by Zach.
Oh, a lot of lanes are getting action.
Yeah. Oh, he actually lives.
Oh, unfortunate for UG.
Yeah.
That was a close one, though. At least no one died in our team.
Can
It
you
was pretty close, though.
manually pan the camera? Yeah. All right. Cool. Mid lane action, nothing really going on here. It looks like UOG's pulling ahead, like I said, 300 gold now, 200 gold. But again, 200 gold doesn't really mean much in the grand scheme of things. Top lane both burned flashes, then we had bot lane burnt both sums and still live, which is fortunate for us. We didn't give away first blood yet. Looking at the map, there's a dragon that's up. Their jungler, Juju, is contesting bot side jungle, so we'll see if we have any priority generated for that. Looks like their bot lane's wave is bouncing back towards us, so we won't really have priority until Sivir and Renata actually clear out the wave. They have to respond to this. So Vi's also hovering the bot side of the jungle. There's a potential gank mid lane. They're all since Juju decided to gank top, Vi had the option of soaking a lot of bot lane EXP. So he actually has a level lead on Zach, 1 level lead. So which means that he'll turn 6 before Zach does. So we'll see. Level 6 Vi is like extremely strong in terms of like creating a pick. We'll see what she decides to do. So Zach's hovering down bot side. He walks in. He's looking to gank Jinx on bot lane. He hits the Q. Jinx flashes, okay. It looks like a solo bolo. Looks like a solo. Oh,
First
first blood
to
over.
Haikon. Let's go.
Over
But
to
let's see
Rylan.
how this clash will go to.
Okay, seems
Okay.
like they back off here.
Okay,
Let's
that's
see
good.
what they do. They're looking to shove the wave in to deny Sivir CS, Jinx CS.
Mhm.
And yeah, let's see what they do with this priority. Do they base and reset, or do they take dragon here? Looks like they're going to base and reset. Top lane, looks like they're trading. Top side, Maui's playing some weak side gameplay because he kind of entered early. There's not much to do right now. I guess he didn't really int early. They were just unable to transition into a successful gank.
Mhm.
Yeah. Maui keeps trading. He needs to all in, but we will see what happens. Yeah, our jungler is hovering topside. I think he's going to do his camps first, but we will see. There isn't
Or
any wards.
not.
He's looking to gank. A 3-man gank potential versus topside. Here it comes. Nice.
Oh,
Q
starting
into-
it
Yep, there it goes.
Fast. Oh, there you
Wow,
go. Nice.
Poggers. Master Tier down. That's a huge
huge
shift in gold for our team
Okay.
right now.
Good
That
job, guys.
300 gold lead now turned into a 1,000 gold lead. On paper, like I said, once we shut down the top laner, we should be absolutely fine. So with this advantage topside, I think they're going to rotate to the crab and then take Rift Herald because their top laner's down. Top laner doesn't have TP. They should definitely go for this, but Maui's taking a reset instead, so we're just going to do a crab and then look for another gank somewhere else.
Looks like we're getting vision in both bottom and top river by both teams.
1k gold lead is looking really good for us. Let's see what he does here. He cancels it. The mid lane, Xerath is playing extremely passive. I guess they know what's going on here.
Got
So
caught.
Zach's looking like he's going to get ganked by the enemy. We'll see. So Vide chooses not to ult there.
Okay, good.
Yep.
Cool.
So it's good for us. Zach goes ahead and clears the top side of the buff. Looking at the bot lane, looks like something's going on down there. They're doing some heavy aggressive trading.
Ooh.
Sivir ults. He flashes
Oh,
forward.
let's go.
Oh, there you go.
Nice.
Solo bolo 2v2 on Jinx.
Nice
bot
pick.
gap, bot gap.
Supporting ADC.
What is Rylan? Rylan?
Oh, that was a
Oh my
close
God,
pick.
Rylan.
That was a close pick.
Yeah, insanely close. He's playing with fire there. I like it. I like it. Sometimes
That's right.
I like it. Sometimes it just looks int. But fortunately for us, Rylan didn't int there on stream.
That's good. So what is solo bolo? Can
Solo
you
bolo is
explain?
basically you solo killing your lane without jungler assistance. Yeah, but in this case, a solo bolo down bot lane would be 2v2, right, instead of 1v1.
yeah.
So dolo bolo.
So it looks like UG Triton Esports are trying to focus on the master rank here, which is the enemy Nar, trying to shut him down early. Do you think Nar is an early champion?
Nar has really good early game pressure, but unfortunately Wukong has like some stats
Yep.
that Nar can't really deal with early. So Wukong's passive gives him a lot of armor, and if you hit an enemy champion, you're able to gain this armor per stack. So I think you get 2 per stack on champion or something like that, up to 10
Yep.
stacks, and each stack gives you extra armor. So versus a heavy AD poke champ topside, Wukong does relatively well, depending, right? I think Juju pressured topside a lot early, so all the other laners are able to just like win their lane 2v2. We're just ensuring that top lane doesn't get too far behind, or he doesn't pressure a lead too much, right? So we secure the Rift Herald. Let's see what he does down with it. Looks like Vi is hovering bot side for a potential dive after blue buff, but we will see. In the 2v2, it could actually work because the way that Rylan and Renata have been playing, they've been playing hyper aggressive and they're walking up without any vision. They should know that Vi is like in the bot side of the jungle, but he's hovering a ward right now and they don't really care. Vi is looking to gank right now, and they still don't respect it, so let's see what happens. I think they're going to die here, but we'll see. Sivir ults. Exhaust on Sivir. They're diving him. Renata W. All right, we got the reset off.
Ooh,
There's
what?
that
No!
Renata. There's that Renata ult. Super impactful. Okay.
Oh my!
Here we
So
go.
that's what you're saying.
Yeah, he revives, man. He has 3 seconds to get a takedown or
Oh
kill.
my! It turns it turned it around.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting it.
I was hoping that Renata would ult a lot sooner, before they actually
Yeah,
got on top
yeah,
of
yeah.
her. But you know what? I think Tristan likes to give us a heart attack.
A little taste of
Yeah.
fear. Oh, that was a good turn of events.
Yeah, it looks like UOG's leading 5-0 with a 2K gold lead.
Oh.
Nearly 3K. Let's see how they close out this game. This is looking really, really good for us. We're scaling into the late game really
Mhm.
well. Bot lane is super ahead. I think jungle. Can you press O, please? If you look at Sivir is 3-0 right now with a first item power spike.
And another pick
Yours-
in
yeah,
mid.
Yours got a huge pick in mid lane, so we're just gapping all the lanes right now. Top lane's 0-2. Bot lane. Looks like bot and mid for us is doing really well.
Yeah.
We have a 300 gold bounty list. The way that the enemy team gets into the game right now is if they give away their bounties. Let's see if they throw it. They have all the tools necessary to do that.
Yeah.
They have Nautilus for lockdown, and they also have Vi for lockdown. So if
Yeah.
whoever they choose, if they're coordinated enough, they can definitely steal that, seal away some bounties. So our top lane has two kills. We're super insanely ahead. They have only a dragon advantage. If I were UOG right now, I'd be looking to take down mid lane. It only has one plate left. Opening up mid lane, killing that mid lane turret really opens up the map for UOG, so they can transition their lead to other lanes once they have taken mid lane turret. But we will see what happens here. Yours opting in for the Roa first item is kind of interesting to me on ASOL, because I thought that, I know for a fact that once you get 10 stocks on Roa, you gain an extra level, right? So you know how like every level, it takes more EXP to get that certain level, right? So like level 11 will require, for example, 500 EXP.
Yeah.
And then level 12 would require 600 EXP, right? But if Roa gives you just a flat out level, it would be better to stack it later in the game. So instead of buying Roa first item.
Oh, looks like we're having action here in bottom. Oh, okay, never mind.
I don't know what
Oh,
happened there.
nice. Okay, Rylan almost got shut. Oh, wait, no. Was it? Oh, no. Crimson Comet almost got shot down with the Jinx ult, but I think Rylan Haikon managed to shut it down. So
Yep.
that's good. I mean, cancel the ult from Jinx.
Going back topside, looks like a 3-man rotation on Maui. Is he going to give away? Maui's notorious for giving away bounties and shutdowns.
There we go.
Happy feet.
Okay, okay.
All right, let's skedaddle, Maui. Don't give that away.
Oh, that
Come
was
on, man.
pretty close.
All right, they burned 2 ultis down there. I'm possibly a third on. Nope, they didn't burn Gnar ulti there. So seems like we're doing okay. Maui might actually. Oh, they're looking to re-engage on this bot side. Maui has no flash. They're gonna kill him here and drop the shot. Actually, wow.
Oh,
Okay,
there you
shutdown
go.
goes over to Xerath. They're looking for. They trade
Oh,
1 kill back, their jungler, for our top laner. I don't think that's worth for us because they end up getting a shutdown on Xerath. All in all, I don't think Xerath is that impactful. In all lanes, we have at least a 10 CS lead, except for top lane. Well, that's expected because it's range versus melee matchup. That's a 30 CS lead, though, so it's kind of bad. I would prefer it be a 20 CS lead, but it's all right. We'll take what we got. Yeah.
do you think in terms of the CS diff in top lane and the KDA diff, does it look kind of even in top right now because of
top?
the
Yeah,
of the
no,
CS and
definitely Maui has more of a gold lead than the top laner.
oh
because
still has the advantage.
yeah, if you
Okay.
look at the mini map,
Yeah.
our team actually has a turret advantage versus them. So
I see.
all of this extra local gold
Yeah.
really adds up to everything. So
Ah.
Maui, each assist that Maui gets
Mhm.
is worth 150 gold, right?
Mm.
Each kill is worth about 300 gold. So
Yeah.
if you think about that, that's 900 gold ahead of the enemy top laner, right? So about 750 because Gnar has an assist.
Mhm.
That's just factoring kills and assists alone, right?
Mhm.
And then you have to look at how much CS differential there is, right? So it looks like top lane has about, my math, 20 plus 50 CS lead, right? What does that equate to? If you do a quick maths, if you roughly value each wave at 20 gold per minions, 2 times 5 is what? 100? Yeah, so 1,000 gold, right?
Yep.
So maybe Nar's ahead or they're actually equal. We'll see.
Mm.
I'm only doing some rough maths here.
All good. Oh, we'd like to thank our sponsors, GTA, Glide Path, Army National Guard, and Laddie Esports. Thank you for providing us the stream. Okay, so I think we're like going into mid game now. We're just taking things slow. Oh, or maybe blue team's gonna try to take a Rift Herald or an invade here. What do you think?
Yeah, they're grouping for a topside gank here to try and get their Master Tier player ahead because he's definitely feeling the pressure getting camped right now. So it looks like they're engaging on Maui. Nothing's happening. I don't know why exactly they're doing this. They're trying to bait Maui into this. They really need to send like everybody topside to see what's going on. They're sacrificing mid lane farm to try and get their top lane ahead. I don't think this is ideal. So long as Maui lives here, it's totally fine. Zach going in for the engage with his passive. He misses Q, goes wide, but they're grouping up. Huge ASOL ulti lands on one person. They take down, nice flash. They take down the Vi, and I think that's about it.
Oh, nice dodge by Maui over here. Oh, never mind.
Flash snipe
Too
from
soon.
the top laner. Good flash from yours.
Nice.
Good juke.
Okay. Oh, geez. Trying to get back at it.
Yuji needs to stop missing these Qs, because there goes his passive. Yours can definitely save him with a TP here. Let's see what happens. Does he TP? He doesn't need to TP. There's really nothing to do. They both eat this. They should just drop top tier 1, because risking their shutdowns right now is not really worth it.
I see.
So much rather just give this turret. Okay, they don't do that.
They're really kind of
overextending
save
on
this turret.
Zera.
Oh!
Okay, we get the
A
Zera
pick from
shutdown.
yours? Okay.
Zera takedown, excuse me. What I would be doing right now is looking for a topside Rift Herald, or at least warding it, because Vi has the option to go ahead and just take it while they're regenning, right, or resetting.
Yep.
Vi's going back, ignoring his bot side camps to try and help out his Master Tier top laner, who's extremely behind. Again, seems like this is their only play because their other laners are weak, but we'll see. Taking the topside crab, Juju takes these for free. Maui's looking for a rotation on the enemy jungle to find out information. They know, they should know, Yuji should know right now that all they're doing is playing for topside because bot side is so weak and so far behind. There's nothing for them to do. Right? So they're sacking waves mid lane. Yours is just shoving it in and rotating. And Xerath is sacking his wave to go help out top lane, which is not ideal for us. For them. Sorry. Let's see if they take it before Baron spawns. Oh, they don't get to take it before Baron spawns. Unfortunate.
Pretty close, I'd say, but yeah.
Okay. Could you press O, please?
Thank you.
Great.
I guess bot is kind of pushed up right now.
We got a TP from ASOL down bottom to go ahead and
looking into
defend
and
this
trying
turret.
to save it.
Yeah.
Okay, with pretty good health.
Defended it safely. There doesn't seem to be any bounties left. Dragon's going to be spawning soon. I don't know what exact soul there is. Happy feet? Happy feet?
Ooh, the Jinx ult coming in. Unfortunate by.
Well, that's not actually bad for us because Jinx actually reset her gold bounty. She was 0-3 before, so what happens is when you die repetitively, your gold value actually deteriorates. So instead of being worth 300 gold, you'd be worth like 190 or whatever at this point. But because she got a kill on to Renata, what that means is that she's now worth the full gold value of 300, and basically you can kill her again, and she's worth money bags, man.
Is that because of her passive?
No, I just explained the mechanic.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No. So basically, like if you int, right?
Yeah.
You keep inting multiple times, you're worth less gold.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Never mind.
But because he got a kill, okay, here we go. Engage onto a soul with Vi ulti. That's a huge cooldown for us right before Dragon. It looks like Ocean Soul.
Looks like we're trying
Huge
to
3, 2. Okay, they only.
here.
Yep.
There we go. Team fight.
Team fight's happening. Huge wombo combo.
Oh
ult
man.
hits 2, but it's not really that important. Doesn't really matter. And boom, we got a huge ace on. Oh, potential ace. It should be an ace, basically. Yep. Chase him. Yep. Get that Master Tier guy.
He's in our enemy.
Bully him.
He's
Bully
in
the
our-
Nar. Bully
in
the
our
filthy one
trap.
trick.
He's in our turf. Go. Okay,
Oof.
we got dragged though.
Oof, oof, oof. Chase him. Chase him. Chase him.
Run
You,
down.
you can see the red in
Oh,
his
yeah.
eyes. You can definitely see the red in his eyes.
Yup.
Ooh, the spell shield good to stop the slow.
Oh, there goes the flash. He burned both
Oh, that
summoners
was-
already.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
That's Rylan for you
Yeah,
guys.
Rylan really
Icon.
fucking. Ooh, I can't say that word. Almost.
That's okay.
Sorry,
Oh.
can't drop those. It's my first time
Yep.
streaming.
Please
so.
excuse
Ry-
my guy.
Rylan really dropping in the flash for
And we have
the
both-
top laner.
We took both objective
Yeah, we
Dragon.
really.
and Baron. So now we have 5 buffs. Hopefully we get a push in lanes and get our top and bot maybe.
Yeah, so
Or
that 3K
we
gold
just-
lead.
Shove mid.
Yeah, that 3K gold lead now is a 5K gold lead. If you can look at the top inventory right there, it's.
Yep.
Blue team has all of these shutdowns available to him.
Mhm.
So any single turret, you see the glowing turrets on the map. That basically means that if they were to secure these, they would get extra bonus gold because they're so far behind.
So, what would you ideally do with the Baron buff in this situation?
In this situation, because we're so far ahead, I think that we could just 4-1. They don't really have all the. Actually, we should just 5-man group mid because we're so far ahead.
Mhm.
But it looks like we're playing this slow. You're taking top lane turret.
Yeah.
Top lane tier 1, which is okay.
It looks like we have Xerath on top instead of Gnar.
Yeah. Right
Gnar's
now.
taking bot right now. Too.
Yeah. Right now, I would match all the waves. You see how the lane statuses are all the same like now?
Yeah.
This wave is matching mid lane. It's shoving in bot lane. They're all really separated right now. I don't know what's going on. They should be able to end this game relatively easy if they just hard engage on one champion. But we will see. Hard engaging on the jungler right now. They picked the jungler off with the Sivir ulti. Fly
I think
from-
we're looking into
flash from
another
bottom.
team fight.
Yep. They're going to rotate back mid lane and take the turret, I guess.
Okay. Juju trying to get a pick.
Yeah.
Trying
They
to get a
take
stun, I meant.
mid tier 2 and top tier 1 and bot
Okay,
tier 1.
nice.
Good power play. So now we have another 5k generated from just this Baron power play. What server are these games being played on? It's on the NA server.
Yeah, we are currently against OKC University, Oklahoma City University. Yeah. Do you think ping diff is how do you think ping do you think it's heavy diff?
No, ping is an excuse for low elo players to complain about why they're bad. That's what I think.
Sounds good into my books. Okay, we're taking down top with 2 kills. I guess this will be the last phase.
Like even on the island, there are plenty of in Valorant, there's plenty of Radiant players, I would assume, right? Immortal players or whatever the highest rank is.
Mhm.
There's a plethora of them that exist out here with high ping. But it looks like, hold on, we'll get back to this conversation. It looks like
Yes.
they're looking to siege to end the game here.
Mhm.
It's pretty much in the bag. A 10k gold lead for UOG.
Yeah,
They're
with
extremely
18
strong. This is
18
how they
kills
should, yeah.
against fifth.
This is how they should have
Five.
looked yesterday. They should have looked like this yesterday.
Yeah, I think we just threw a little bit.
Yeah, they should have definitely destroyed them.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah, I think we're ending it here
super free. There it goes.
with
All
a
right,
1-0 with UOG leading.
we have a 1-0 lead versus OKC.
Let's go.
Moving on to game 2 shortly.
We'll be taking a quick break, commercial break.
We understand an upside-down world, but they're writing us off before we get to the starting line. A stalled generation? Who do you think is gonna fix all this? We will, because our future is the future. The next greatest generation is now.
We all start somewhere. We start with the day. We start with him. We start with family. We start with a lesson. And the perfect wave. We start here and here. We start at your office and your home. We start with the connections that matter the most, the ones that move us, change us, inspire us. In an ever-expanding world, personal connections are what tie everything together, what ties us together. We all start somewhere. At GTA, we start with you.
Okay,
And we're back.
Yeah.
What's up, guys?
How's it going? How do you feel about that last game, man? Well, to me, to be honest, I think that we did extremely well. 10K
Yeah,
gold lead
I
into a
agree.
solid, definitive win versus OCU. I think that, to be honest, I think that this should have happened yesterday again. But I have high hopes, and I have definite pride taking, being the coach of this team. So I assume that they should win every single game that they play against, right? That's the only way that I can
Yeah.
say. But to be quite honest, yesterday they did okay. I think that they could have definitely done better, and they definitely had their shortcomings. But yesterday should have looked like today.
Yeah, honestly, I think the last game from yesterday, we had the lead, but it was kind of thrown because of some skirmishes that happened in the team fights, I guess.
Yeah. Aiden has a question. I'm transferring to UOG next semester. What's the process look like for joining one of the esports team? Well, the process is really simple. All you have to do is try out. We host tryouts every semester, either in spring or
Yes.
fall, depending on what type of. You can join as many teams as you like, or you can try out for as many teams as you like. Doesn't mean that you're going to be accepted into all of them, but yeah, it really just depends. You just look out on. You can follow us at UOG Triton Esports on Instagram, and we generally post when our dates are going to be for tryouts. So go ahead and look forward to that.
And over here, right on the bottom right,
The QR code.
yeah, we have a QR code to our Discord channel server. So look into joining if you haven't, and if you are, you can just ask questions, and ping Ken. He has the answers to everything. So, and then if you're planning to join, then we'll be glad to see you on the next semester.
Yep.
Yep.
Good luck to you, Aiden. We'll be hosting tryouts for fall later. During the summer, though, we're planning on doing a summer camp.
Oh yes,
that's
we
in,
are
yeah,
actually.
for esports. So look out for that, and maybe you
Exciting
willing
news.
to join, yeah. We're hosting Valorant and League of Legends for the UOG summer camp. So good to go. All right.
I think we're just drafting right
Yeah,
now. Are we
we're waiting-
drafting?
We're waiting on the draft, right? They haven't drafted. Okay. Yeah, they haven't started the draft yet, so we're just waiting on them to go ahead and start. But yeah, in terms of the last game, I think that this game 2, they should definitely do the same thing that they've been doing.
Yeah, just focus on top.
Yeah, they need
Get
to
the-
really shut this guy down, or the target bans versus the top laner, the Mordekaiser,
Yeah.
the Mordekaiser, the Cassante.
Yeah, Hassan.
Definitely can't put that champion in those guys' hands. It might be dangerous for us if we actually leave that open, but the way that our team drafted, pretty good. Pretty good. I really like that Wukong 4th pick. Let's see if they come back. We have first pick available here on the blue side. Actually, Team 2 gets to decide whether or not they want blue or red. So let's see what they opt into. If I was them, I would stop first picking Nautilus and just play your one trick, man. Like, if I was a master tier player,
Yeah.
and I was a one trick, I really wouldn't care what anybody else told me. I would first pick my champion. Granted, I don't really understand the top lane role. It's one of my worst roles in the game. But, like, if you're a master tier player and everybody's, like, 4 divisions below you,
Yeah.
like, just pick your champion, man. What are you scared of? Why are you first picking Nautilus? I mean, it's not really gonna matter. Just pick the
Mhm.
champion. If they leave one of your champions open, you should definitely play it. But then again, I don't know. This is what happens when you only one trick a champion, right? You're only good at one thing.
Yeah.
So we'll see. It doesn't really pan out for competitive, right? If you're playing only one champion, and what happens if it gets banned out? You're kind of useless.
You're
Doesn't
done
your rank
already,
doesn't
yeah.
matter.
Yeah. Always have a backup, at least 2 or 3.
Yeah. So on OKC side, OCU side, sorry, Oklahoma City's, they're really struggling in the bot lane. I think the bot lane 2v2, even though they have a hyper aggressive Nautilus, they're losing the 2v2s versus Renata and Sivir. It's interesting. Granted, Sivir has a spell shield. That's usually low elo players. Oh, excuse me. That sounds very demeaning. Lower. How do I explain it? Lower skilled players playing hook champions will feel deterred because Sivir has no hook. Sivir
Shield.
can spell shield the
Yeah.
hook, right? But if you're playing Nautilus, man, don't max hook, max E. So if she spell shields the hook, you can actually do damage with another ability, right? Makes
Yeah.
sense?
Makes sense.
So there's different ways you can play out the lane, even if you get countered. So I'm pretty sure that he doesn't really know that, but you know, granted, you're talking to the coach here, can really give you insight in terms of the lane and how I think it should be played. But yeah, Renata versus Sivir. I think Renata and Sivir do better in lane than Nautilus does, but I'm sure that there are opportunities for the Nautilus to go in and definitely go and gank. Luckily, Juju was there at every point in the early game to either counteract every Vi gank or ensure that they didn't get ganked as well.
Yeah.
Right? So they always at least traded 1 for 1, or they went ahead for 1 for 0, 2 for 0, etc. And even bot lane 2v2ing their bot lane was really nice. Yeah. If they're able to give Asol back over to us, that'd be insane. I think Asol is just skillless champion.
Oh, really?
Have you seen what Asol did last game, man?
Yeah.
Like, it's just not like he stands still and then he breathes dragon breath on the enemy. Like, I've never seen a more skillless champion where you just press Q and it shreds. Like, it just destroys tanks. It destroys anything in front of you. And all he has to do is stand there and press Q. There's no counterplay. The enemies have to walk into your flaming dragon breath, and yeah. I don't think that's fair. That's balanced. It can't be balanced at all.
Is that like an AoE or is that focused on
It's
one?
actually AoE too.
Oh, no. Oh, I see. So it's like an Annie? It's like an Annie, W.
So
Wait, is it W?
I'm pretty sure he functions like Veigar in a sense. He has a stacking mechanic.
So
Yeah, every time he kills a minion with his E, he gets Starlight Dust. That's how he works.
Yep.
And it enhances his abilities. So his Q does more damage. He's able to fly further depending on how the amount of stacks he has. And then his E, his Dark Hole thing, it grows bigger in size. It's also his E, the thing that he throws on the ground that lasts very long.
Yeah.
It's an execute. So could you imagine having like a knock up, an execute, an escape, an uncancelable escape, by the way? Like, you can. He just flies the entire duration. It's just, I don't know. Like, there's no way to cancel it. It's just not balanced, man. That's what I think. If we can just start the game now, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Did they hop into
Oh,
chat
actually,
room?
we're drafting right now.
Great.
Yep, we're gonna draft starting.
Okay.
Let's
Seems
see.
like they definitely opted for a first pick again. They first ban Udyr on OCU's side, and we're responding with another ban on, I would assume, the same bans, Cassante, Mordekaiser, and I think they banned Zaya last game. I don't know if they're going to do that again this game. Really taking their sweet time. If I was OCU right now, Wukong was such a powerful pick or Asol, they need to start banning these two. But they banned the Zac instead. Okay.
Oh.
I don't think. Well, fortunately for us, Juju has a Champ Ocean. As much as I like to say that he only plays Udyr,
Yeah.
he can play a lot more than that.
I see.
So, We'll see what he does. Bruisers is what we excel at. We should definitely play more bruisers. I think that playing tanks is not really ideal for our team.
Yeah.
But last game it really worked out for us. Second ban, Mordekaiser as expected. Let's see what they respond with the third ban here. So they have an option here to ban Wukong or ban Asol. I would ban. I don't know what I would ban here. I think they're just looking to ban out the jungler, so I think they might ban out Wukong here as a potential flex, but we will see. Yep,
Oh, there
it
you
goes.
go.
The Asol ban is very impactful. I think because they ban Asol, we leave Wukong open, and we also leave, well, what's his name? Yours on our team, our mid laner, is actually super good at Gragas. He likes to play the Gragas flex. We'll see if they opt into that this game. Third ban here, Zaya. Is it the Zaya? Yep. It is.
That
the
is Zaya,
Okay,
yeah.
keeping it simple. Looks like there was no adjustment in terms of Yoji's game plan game 2 because game 1 went so well. There was no reason for us to adjust our bans in any way.
Yep.
First pick coming out from OCU's side. Let's see what they pick. If I was them, I would definitely pick the Wukong if they can play it, but we'll see what happens. Or if he'll just respond first with the Gnar. It could be a set here too. Set could be flex in the jungle, but I don't think their jungler likes to play it. First pick, Orianna mid lane. Okay. UOG has R1, R2 pick here. Let's see what they respond with. They should definitely pick here Wukong because it's so strong, so giga strong, that it can't be ignored. I would like to pick the Wukong plus a support pick here because at least Wukong can be flex. If they can pick us a flex support like Lux or something, that would be interesting too. So they respond with a Gragas, like I said. Lux versus Orianna is all right, I think, but they opt into Gragas here. Yeah, so if this is a flex jungle mid, then they should definitely have picked Wukong here, but I don't really like this Gragas pick, but we'll see. I think they picked Gragas because they see Orianna mid lane and they feel comfortable enough to pick that.
Oh, there you go, the Wukong.
Wukong Gragas chosen by UOG. Interesting. Power pick Wukong plus Gragas flex. So these two champions can be flex in the jungle. We'll see how it pans out and what they want to play. It's all good, man. It's really early in the morning. Right? You didn't have your coffee?
It's 10 o'clock. No, I didn't have coffee yet. Later.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't usually take coffee in the morning. I take it in the afternoon.
Rising Rookie playing Cho'Gath top lane? Possibly. That's also really strong right now. Let's see if we have the proper tools to deal with it. If we see Cho'Gath plus another tank support, we should definitely respond with some sort of hyper carry that's able to shred these hyper tanks. Because it'd be really bad for UOG to pick something like Jhin, right? Jin's not going to do any damage to Cho'Gath later on. So I would like to see a Kaisa, maybe an Aphelios, maybe they're double tanks.
Oh, there you go.
So they should definitely look for a strong 80 carry here.
Donna's just calling everything.
Yeah. They should look for like a Vayne, but unfortunately our 80 carry doesn't play Vayne. If they pick Twitch here, it would be okay too. Twitch at the end of the day. Rylan is known for Twitch.
Yep.
If he picks Twitch versus their comp, he just needs to get to 3 items and he'll be fine and carry the game. Bork is super necessary. Gwen top lane. Interesting pick. I like it. So it could be Gwen jungle, Gwen top, Gwen jungle, Gwen top, Wukong jungle, Wukong top, Wukong mid. But I don't think, well, here's a secret. Yours doesn't play Wukong, so I'm pretty sure that it's going to go top of jungle.
Unless they switch lanes.
Yep. So it looks like top lane and jungle is picked already, right? They got a huge wombo combo set up with Orianna, Sejuani, and Cho'Gath. If I was UOG right now, I'd be really opting into the Merc Treads route. They're heavily magic damage. Yeah, Merc Treads is absolutely necessary on bruisers like Wukong and Gwen. There's no other boot that would be good for them. UOG bans Zeri as an AD carry, and then they're looking to ban another AD carry as well, I would assume. Ban Renata support for us.
Goodbye.
It's actually a pretty good pick into them because they're looking to engage, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah. If you're able to counteract and engage with Renata, it'd be okay. I don't know exactly what I would pick if I was UOG as support. They have, we have access to Seraphine if we would so choose. Enchantresses are pretty good here. Braum would be decent, I think, but that would be heavily melee. I think that we need to go in a range support here. Unsure what range support I would choose. They have access to Lush. Oh, Nami sounds good.
Mm.
Nami with disengage functions similarly to Renata here.
Yeah. Mhm.
It's able to enchant, peel. You have lane pressure. You should theoretically have lane pressure bot side because it's an enchantress. So they ban Sivir plus Renata. If they pick Nautilus last game, I'm pretty sure he has an affinity towards playing hook style champions. So maybe he'll play a Thresh here, but we'll see what we pick here. We have access to counter pick, so I think what he's going to do here is pick support. Should be Nami. I hope it's Nami, but he might opt into the Lulu or Seraphine because he's more comfortable with those champions. There's a Lulu pick coming out. Okay. If there's a Lulu pick coming out, then they need to pick a hyper carry, like some sort of hyper carry. It's essential. Thinking about the available hyper carries there are, he's not going to play Vayne. He's probably going to play Twitch, right? Twitch is his like main champion. Yeah, I can't really see them picking anything other than Twitch here. MF here, they're looking for a huge wombo combo comp. So MF ult into Rupture or Sejuani ult into Orianna ult into Misfortune ult, right? So I think they're going to pick Nautilus here. They're just going to look for hard CC, really easy CC to play.
Oh,
they
there
picked-
you go.
They opted for the Thresh instead, yeah.
The
Like I
hook.
said, he had an affinity towards hook champions.
Champions.
He should just definitely just play Nautilus here. It's much easier. Point and click. Fortunately for us, we have access to Gwen. So wombo combos don't mean as much because Gwen has her no counterplay button, the W key, where she like immune to all sorts of damage. Please don't play that. No, don't play that. Don't play Varus. Just play Twitch, man. Come on, you know you want to. Alright, whatever.
And now we have a
Varus.
virus.
Yep. Last pick Varus from our team. I guess it really makes sense versus MF. He's able to actually like trade. MF ulti is pretty long range. Twitch ulti is also long range, but we'll see how it goes. It scales better if you're playing hyper carry Twitch than hyper carry Varus, especially since you have Lulu support. You have like rad IRL. You can do rad IRL things, but we will see. So
After this loadout, we'll have a 3-minute wait till we get into the game. We'd like to take this time to thank our sponsors again: GTA, GlidePath, RB National Guard, and Lari Esports. Thank you. And we'll be having a commercial break.
We understand an upside-down world, but they're writing us off before we get to the starting line. A stalled generation? Who do you think is gonna fix all this? We will, because our future is the future. The next greatest generation is now.
We all start somewhere. We start with the day. We start with him. We start with family. We start with a lesson. And the perfect wave. We start here and here. We start at your office and your home. We start with the connections that matter the most. The ones that move us, change us, inspire us. In an ever-expanding world, personal connections are what tie everything together, what ties us together. We all start somewhere. At GTA, we start with you.
We understand an upside-down world, but they're writing us off before we get to the starting line. A stalled generation? Who do you think is gonna fix all this? We will, because our future is the future. The next greatest generation is now.
We all start somewhere. We start with the day. We start with him. We start with family. We start with a lesson. And the perfect wave. We start here and here. We start at your office and your home. We start with the connections that matter the most, the ones that move us, change us, inspire us. In an ever-expanding world, personal connections are what tie everything together, what ties us together. We all start somewhere. At GTA, we start with you.
And we're back.
Yeah, looking at the team comps, OCU has a huge wombo combo team comp. They're looking to keep it simple, and if they're able to land one CC, you're expected to just die. So, luckily we have a quadruple threat comp. We actually have some strong laners, some strong champions. So even if they pick off one, so long as the rest of the team doesn't die, we'll still be able to DPS. Okay. Our AD carry opting in for the cleanse here in the bot lane 2v2. Their MF has an exhaust. Cleanse heal bot lane versus exhaust ignite. Can we get some camera movement? Yeah, they're doing a traditional 5-point start. UOG starting with the 5-point start right here. Their mid lane is going straight into get some vision control. Looks like, I don't know what they're doing. 5-point start is standard for every competitive team. It's how you start the game. It guards all entrances from the enemies to get deep vision or some cheese off. So if you're able to see them, you can see their intent and you can adjust your gameplay accordingly.
Do you think our team managed to see the enemy Sejuani down in mid?
Yeah, definitely. For sure.
Definitely.
They saw that. Looking at the team comps, I like OCU's team draft better with the exception of the Thresh. I mean, Thresh you can play if you're good at it, but I don't know. I would just opt into the Nautilus here. Our team comp is a little harder to execute, but I think we'll be okay. So, yeah, we have double TP Ghost on Maui versus, double TP on OCU side. Wukong, if I were Wukong, I would just be looking to clear towards bot side, or he can actually look top for an early gank. We'll see how this pans out. Gwen doesn't really have any hard CC, so it's kind of hard to gank for Gwen early, so we'll see how that goes. Depends if Cho'Gath plays a lot hyper-aggressive. Doran shield start for both top laners. Tier start for mid lane. Double tier start for mid lane. That's interesting. I'm unsure whether or not yours wanted to do that. I guess he's scaling into Seraphs, but I don't know. I guess wasn't his fault. Seraphs got nerfed recently. I'm unsure if that's really the play that you want to go. Giving shields is not really that important. Gragas has some really good AP scaling, so we'll see how that goes. Maybe survivability is key. Getting Seraphs is probably better than getting Hourglass, so in some cases. Wukong heading towards his bot side, they saw him on this, they pinged him. I don't know how they pinged him and how they saw that, but they know that he's bot side. I guess there's some good jungle awareness going from the side of OCU. Bot lane, TV2. They're both junglers opting in for a full clear here. They're at their blues at the same time. Wukong should have the advantage. Actually, Sejuani should have the advantage because he got a leash bot side. Wow, Maui's doing some really good trading top side. We'll see how this goes. He should know that Wukong, their jungler started bot side, so he should play a little passive, a little bit more reserved here. But we will see. Sejuani finishing up her Gromp right now. After the Gromp, she should be looking towards either a topside gank or a Scuttle Crab. Maui's smart. He sniffs it out. He goes ahead and wards it. Cho'Gath pulling the wave there towards topside so he can try and freeze it, attempt to freeze it. It's very awkward for Sejuani here. Sejuani looking for a flank. He cues over the wall because he saw Maui ward that river bush. Super low on this guy. Okay. He's still coming in for the gank. Maui uses E forward. He should ghost here. Yeah. Good flash. Good juke. Okay. First blood going over to the Cho'Gath. He didn't necessarily need to go and take that trade there at all. So, walking up. Juju tried to be there for the counter gank. I think he just double crabs instead. It's okay. Cho'Gath getting a lead topside is kind of bad for us. He shanked everything, and he shouldn't have lived. He shouldn't have died there, to be honest. I think he panicked and pressed W for no reason, and he died. So yeah, you should be more patient with that.
Nice try by Maui.
Yeah. No, it's not a nice try.
Oh, it's not.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry,
I
my
have
bad.
higher standards, Dean.
I got you.
Yeah. You don't.
You don't nice try that. Okay.
No.
I'm learning from
I'm not that guy.
the coach.
If you make a mistake, I don't say nice try. If you make a mistake, play better.
Play better next
I know
time.
you can.
Okay.
Yep. Tough
Almost like
love. Tough
bots
love.
getting pushed.
Yeah, bot's getting pushed in. It looks like their bot lane is going to reset. They should reset here. Both mid laners, no mana. 400 gold lead for OCU right now. Juju looking topside for a potential gank. There's nothing to do there. Flashless Cho'Gath is fine, but yeah. Melee versus range matchup. I don't know what yours is doing. He should just base right here because he's not going to get these range minions anyways because like there's no reason to. He's just soaking up EXP, so he should base right now and TP. Because Orianna can't effectively shove this mid lane in because there's a cannon wave, right? And if there's a cannon wave, she can't really shove fast enough with no mana, right?
Yeah.
Their bot lane looking to generate. They have generated prio, so they're gonna do this dragon right now. Wukong can't really respond. Wukong's looking to gank mid lane in retaliation. It's being spotted out by a ward right now. So, yeah. All in all, it's really good for OKC. They take a free dragon, and nobody dies on the map for it. Their jungler is rotating. No, their bot lane is resetting. Ours is still in lane. I think our bot lane is going to shove and reset here too. Or they're just slow pushing. Yep. Sejuani hovering the bot side right now. If Sejuani is looking for a gank, I don't know what he's doing. He's either looking for a gank or he's looking to freeze the wave for them. He's going to freeze the wave for them right now.
Wave, yeah.
That's really smart. They should really pressure them off, but I mean, there's nothing you can do about it. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Somebody honor this guy. He doesn't even take a single CS. Like, what is this? That's a jungle diff right there, if I've ever seen one. Huge difference from game 1 to game 2 in terms of OCU. Yeah. Because the jungler did that, our bot lane lost an entire wave's worth of EXP, right? So, and they're able to accomplish a freeze right here without a jungler to help them. It's kind of bad for us. They should have definitely pressured the jungler off of this the wave before they had reset, because now our bot lane is in a lot of trouble. Maui taking a really good trade. See, Gwen top is actually really strong.
Oh.
He just needs to get his Rift Maker. But he's almost there, I think. Just needs to buy. Let's see what happens. Wukong showing top side, clearing some vision, hovering towards top side so that he can just, Okay, a huge engage from Orianna mid lane. Land the
Oh.
bomba. Oh, oh.
Oh, that was
no,
so close.
solo
Oh, maybe
bolo.
Juju's gonna clean this up.
Yeah,
But he
Sejuani
was
knows
spotted
that
by
his
the
mid laner's
ward.
weak.
That was
Juju looking
close.
for E flash right now, or flash E. He's getting engaged by the Wukong here. Sorry, the Sejuani. Oh, he dies for being over greedy here to the 2v2. Yoji not looking too hot right now. Right now they have a 1k gold lead. Okay, another solo bolo down bot lane 2v2. They seem to have died. Yeah. Not really looking too hot for UOG, but we'll see how it goes from here. 2k gold lead now in the favor of OCU. What would I do if I was UOG right now? I would try and take advantages of sums that are lost. Right now, Misfortune is showing that she has no flash. Juju should definitely look to get a flash done here. Sorry, a gank towards the MF and just get them ahead. Cho'Gath is going to be relevant later no matter what, so he's placing too much emphasis on Gwen topside. Gwen's always going to be ahead of Cho'Gath later on. Once Gwen has items, she's able to kill Cho'Gath, no problem. It doesn't matter how many items Cho'Gath has. So he needs to stop putting emphasis on Cho'Gath and just gank all the lanes. Let Maui play weak side from now on because he inted early, and it's okay. He's going to eventually outscale so long as he CSs correctly. And right now he has a 9 CS deficit, but it's okay. He'll eventually get to a point where he outscales Cho'Gath. Okay, so looks like he has to play weak side right now because the Sejuani is just showing here. Yours getting harassed mid lane, has to force a reset right now. Wukong's heading towards bot side jungle. Just looking for a clear. They spot Wukong with the blast cone, so they know that he's bot side. So if they know that he's bot side, they should play passive right now. But we'll see what happens. Yeah, there's not much going on right now. Next dragon is spawning shortly, so that's what OCO is doing. They were prepping for dragon right now. After they had prepped for dragon, they're gonna look. I don't know why they keep banning. They're banning Zaya. I don't see why Zaya is such a problem for our team. I think they have PTSD from the Zaya games yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
They just play better.
This is so unfortunate.
So it looks like Sejuani's sniffing out the gank towards bot side. So he's here to cover for them. But Wukong just deciding to back off right now instead of taking 3v3. He cancels recall. Mid lane's really low, so there is a potential here that they take a team fight. The mid lane also doesn't have TP, so Oriana's potential to die here is pretty high if yours lands a good barrel. He should just go for it because even if he doesn't kill here, he's able to put their mid lane really low and they can't really contest the dragon if they want to. But we'll see. Okay, bot lane's rotating up to Wukong right now. Okay. He hooks a clone. Procs his aftershock. Puts it on cooldown for no reason. If I was Thresh there, I would have looked for the prediction on the clone. The setting up for dragon right now. Our top laner has TP, but TP doesn't TP to minion. Okay, hook onto Wukong. Ult onto Wukong. Flash onto Sejuani. They're looking to kill. Okay, they trade. 80 carry for jungler here. Lulu's coming down. He needs to ult himself. Ult something. Okay. Needs to heal. Shield. Okay.
Another pick.
They should have definitely hit the blast cone so that they can get the HP. Looking to trade. It looks like Rylan missing the Q there. Doesn't really matter because Thresh flashes out.
And now we have drag.
Yeah. Potentially.
Hopefully we secure
should
this.
secure this dragon, but there's always a potential for Thresh to steal because we don't have smite. It all really depends on whether or not Maui can use his Q effectively to secure this dragon. Okay, good.
And we take it. Nice.
Yeah, we get a free dragon out of that. So
good job.
yeah, I don't
Let's
know
go.
why none of them hit the honey fruit there, so that that way at least Gragas can heal up there because he was very low HP there. If our team just hit the honey fruit, I think Ragus could have survived, and we would have definitely turned that team fight around. So the gold is still a 2K gold lead in terms of OCU, but at least we're slowing down their soul, the dragon soul,
Yeah.
right, by 1 dragon. So that's nice for us. Looks like, can we get a hover over the dragon pit? Looks like Mountain Soul is going to be the soul for this game. Yeah.
Thank you,
If-
Daniel.
If OCU secures Mountain Soul, it'd be really bad for us because they have a huge front line, and we're not going to have an effective way of dealing with it. But it's looking like we have Varus building Shield Bow right now. Varus has a decent lead. He has 2 kills. CS is kind of poor, but it's whatever. He needs to build Bork this game, and the last Whisper item, Bork Ginsu's. Let's see if we can get there. Whoever controlling the cam, can you zoom out and show us more? Can you hit Control Shift Z 1 time? And then scroll out. Out. There you go. There you go. That's good enough.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. Roa being picked up by our mid laner. Our mid laner's kind of getting gapped right now. He has a 2 item. Basically, he has a mythic on him, and ours doesn't. He has a huge CS deficit. That's why I don't really like the Gragas pick into Orianna, because if Orianna's playing well, you should be doing... This should happen. Maui needs to get his item. Can't trade here. I think he's basing, but if he bases now, he's going to lose this wave. Can't really do anything. Wukong heading towards topside, so is Sejuani. Let's see what happens. There might be a dive towards topside or a little 2v2 skirmish. Instead, Sejuani opts in for the Rift Herald. They're going to drop aggro off top lane turret so that they can take the Rift Herald instead. Looks like. That's what they should be doing, but because top lane has priority, but we'll see. Maui should stop basing in front of him because it really does nothing. He should fake base properly. Okay, it looks like Wukong walking in towards topside. They know that he's there off the blue far side trinket. Wukong walking in, he should sense that they're doing Rift Herald because Cho'Gath walked towards this way suspiciously. They take Rift Herald instead. They're walking 3-man. You can't do anything about it, so they just give it up. The gold lead is now 3K in favor of OCU. Is this good for UOG? No, it's not. If I was UOG right now, I'd be looking at ways to get back into the game. Bounties exist. I don't think they have shown up yet. If they had shown up, yep.
Oh, there you go.
Bounties exist on all of bot, mid, and top. So 450 total gold on kill secure. Nothing happened towards bot lane. They just burn ultis for no reason. Wukong looking towards bot side. I think they can suss it out. They see it happening. Var should ult flash. There it is. Way too slow. That ability is way too slow. Not the way that Rylan did it. It's just because they increased the range. They have to slow the missile speed. Yeah. Otherwise, it'd be no counterplay.
Yeah.
Sejuani looking towards mid side, hovering mid side after the Raptors. I don't know what's going to happen here. Mid lane, I don't think even if Sejuani ganks mid lane, there can be anything done because Orianna has no mana. Yours should know this, so he can play as hyper aggressive as he wants. So long as he doesn't int and over aggress while Sejuani's hovering, he should be okay. Top tier 1 is looking to fall here. I think Cho'Gath. Cho'Gath doesn't have Demolish, which is good for us. That's first turret of the game going over to their master tier top laner, Cho'Gath. Not really looking too hot for UOG. Cho'Gath's looking pretty beefy right now. There's a lot of gank potential off mid lane. I don't know why he's not doing it. Wukong should know that there's a lot of like yours pinged where the pink ward vision is. So he should definitely look at ganking this guy. But we'll see. Sejuani shows bot side on a ward. They suss this out. They're going to play passive. They're rifting bottom. I think they should just sacrifice this turret. Let's see what happens here. Turret falls for free. Wukong's heading down to answer this mountain dragon. They need to fight for this dragon. So it's now a 4K gold lead in favor of OCU. kind of looking grim for UOG. Let's see if we can actually turn this fight around. We have TP on Maui. Cho'Gath should be bot side for this dragon, but he's not. So there's a possibility that we can turn this fight around because Cho'Gath's not here. They should just look for this fight because they don't have... okay, Wukong looking. Ulti on top of Sejuani. Not really that good here. Orianna has first move. Gragas coming down. Q. Huge team fight for UOG.
Let's
There's
go.
Cho'Gath in there. He's
Hopefully
gonna
we
try and
secure
eat
this.
Yeah, Cho'Gath's
dragon.
gonna eat it.
Oh.
That's no counterplay there. I think we wiped them for this though. This is not good. Not good. Oh, Thresh trolls his Cho'Gath. Oh, never mind. He has a lantern ready. Maui should definitely chase here. Looking on the Orianna here. Good. Orianna flash. We take this red buff in retaliation. They take the dragon, but I'm pretty sure we got a shutdown on MF. Yep. And we also got a kill. Just take the red and split main. Walk together, guys. There we go. Walk it out. E out. Yours. Ooh, Todd Zephyr. Todd Zephyr, dude. He doesn't even body slam it on. He's like, Cho'Gath's gonna miss. I'm better.
Okay, we're taking bot turret after that team fight.
Yeah. Bounties don't exist for us yet. I don't know why, but you know. Come on. Like last game, like they were just giving bounties out to OCU, but this game, I mean, can we get at least one bounty here? Like, you know, turret bounties or something?
So how do you get turret bounties?
The gold deficit between the teams have to be severe, more severe than this. So that's
I
why.
see.
3K is not large enough of a gold lead apparently, so I guess we have to wait. That's the once the deficit gets higher,
Yeah.
that's when the objective bounties happen. So like turrets, dragons, rift heralds, and barons, those are gonna be worth extra gold if you have a deficit,
I see.
gold deficit. Right now they only have bounties on the I think the solo laners, top lane, and mid lane. So our team should know that they're flashless. So at any point in time, we should just hyper aggress on them. Yeah, Cho'Gath has a 200 gold bounty, 200 in mid lane, and then we have 150 gold on the Thresh. So even like killing the Thresh here would be nice too, if we could just kill him. Ginsu's picked up on our AD carry. He needs to pick up the Bork, and once we pick up the Bork, we should be all right. Bork plus Last Whisper, I think, would be most ideal. Wow, why did my AD carry go tabbies? That guy's gonna get a... That's a hard grief if I've ever seen one. Yeah, my AD carry, Rylan, or Varus, actually picked up tabbies versus their team comp, which I think is super grief. They have so much CC, they have so much magic damage that you should definitely just pick up the Merc Treads here. If you're gonna pick up the Merc Treads, if you're not gonna pick up the Merc Treads, the next best item would be Swifties, and you're just doing that so that you could dodge some abilities. Okay, Shank ulti on. Good cleanse.
Okay.
Good heal. Good team fight going on right now. Wukong going in for the hard engage on 4 members. Gragas gets caught and we lose a team fight here. So we took a 5v4 after we shanked Varus ulti. I don't think that was ideal, or that's what we wanted to do. They're going to take mid turret, tier 1 and tier 2 in retaliation because we don't really have wave clear here with Gragas being dead. So we just go ahead and just, concede this. We should concede this. Okay, Maui going top side to go catch his wave. Sejuani going towards his bot side to counter jungle because, yep, they won that team fight. Looking at the game right now, it's a 5k gold lead and we still don't have bounties. Yeah, I'm still looking for objective bounties here. That's the only way we can actually come back in the game or take the kills off of the enemy team. Luckily for us, we don't have any other bounties to give, no shutdowns to give. So we're just chilling right now. Picking up double dagger here on our AD carry. I'm unsure. I'm pretty sure that's going into Last Whisper instead of Bork. So it would make sense. They have a lot of armor here. Last Whisper is probably ideal. Yeah, Wukong has some shred. He's building into Black Cleaver, and our top laner is building into Nashor's Tooth. So
I think after our second item power spike, we should be okay so long as they OCU should definitely look for a Baron pick here. They have access to Cho'Gath and their jungler, right? So they have 2 smites available. That's how they secured the last Mountain Drake. They just ulted and smote it. So yeah, with this 5k gold lead, they should definitely be pressuring this, but I don't know what this one trick's doing. We should be calling out for that. They're playing a slow game here. There's going to be no counterplay if they decide to do Baron, but they didn't do Baron, so we'll see. They're looking to set up third soul point for against our team instead. We need to try and deny this, but I don't know how we're going to deny this unless we kill them. We need to kill them immediately before Cho'Gath is able to respond. 4v4, I think our team is much better. They just need a pick, man. Pick something, guys. Before Cho'Gath can activate his TP, we need to get a huge pick off.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, Cho'Gath's already TPing to base. Now we have our TP in retaliation. They lose Orianna ulti. Okay. Force the flash here. Cancel by Juju on the Wukong. Our AD carry can't enter the fight, so he dies. I think we lose this team fight here. Yeah, there's not much here to talk about.
Oh, and
Poor
looks like
execution
an
by
ace.
UOG, yeah.
by OC.
Poor execution by UOG. They need to just pull the trigger before top lane can TP. If top lane's there, there's no way that they can either take the Baron or even win the team fight. That's their problem right now. Because they need to recognize this. If Cho'Gath's not there, they win. They just hard engage and delete something before Cho'Gath can even respond. Instead, they take soul point right now. They should have transitioned to Baron, but they're looking to take tier 2 mid instead. This is not really ideal for OCU. They should have ended the game off the Baron here, but they're not deciding not to do it. Yeah, man. I don't think there's anything to do. Now it's almost a 10k gold lead. The objective bounties now start for us. 600 gold extra on
There you go.
Baron. We have 500 gold on. I don't know what that is. Where it says 0.
This one?
Yeah, I don't
That's
know what that-
Baron Dragon.
Oh, Baron and Dragon. Okay. These weird icons, man. But yeah, if I was UOG, I'm just looking for how to get bounties, objective bounties. There's no counterplay right now. They should definitely just look to try and pick off somebody immediately before Cho'Gath can TP. But maybe I should give them a little pep talk after this game. Yep, they're looking to pick top lane. I don't think it's possible without mid lane. So yeah, Cho'Gath's kind
Cho'Gath
of
here
a
is
beast right now.
overextending.
He's not overextending.
Do you
They
think
can't do
we'll-
any damage. He's
Oh, they
level
won't.
15. Yeah, they're griefing. They're 4-manning top. Okay.
Let's see how this goes.
Oh my god, guys. This is like so
Oh,
terrible.
Sejuani's
Okay.
coming up.
polymorph onto Cho'Gath. Cho'Gath's looking to eat something. He just has to press R on one thing, and they should be able to get him. Okay, they get the
Okay,
shutdown onto
shutdown.
Rylan.
Nice.
That's huge.
Huge.
That's about 1,000 gold over to the pocket of Varus right now. So that should be great for us. We trade mid inhib turret for that. Is it worth? Worth. It's worth. It's making a statement right there. That took forever though. Like I said, it took about I don't know, a minute of team fighting and burning like 5 ults
Yeah.
just so that they can kill the one Cho'Gath. Yeah, Cho'Gath overextended with flash there. If his team had just like covered him, it would have been good for him. We would have lost the game. But 1,000 gold over to Rylan. Let's see what he picks up with that 1,000 gold. It should be Last Whisper, but it could be wrong. It is LDR, Lord Dominic's Regard. And then he should be building into Bork here to help shred the 80 the front line. I don't know if they're able to front to back. It's kind of difficult. Until he I really feel like our Varus needs to have 6 items to do anything here. But 2-item power spike picked up on Gwen. We should be able to team fight with 2 items. Their 80 carries on 3 items. Our 80 carries on 3 items. But we just need to cancel. Our jungler is doing really well in terms of canceling the MF ulti, so it's not really lasting that long in terms of team fights. Not really much to play for right now, other than the bounties, but we can't really group up for bounties because they have so much pressure on the map. The 10k gold lead it's now a 7k gold lead. No, it's 6k, excuse me. So, yeah, man. We're just waiting on them to make a mistake on Baron. Or I think what OCU is doing is trying to secure the Mountain Soul, but that's just buying us more time to scale. And if we can scale properly, I don't think they'll have a chance at winning unless Rylan griefs. But Rylan hasn't griefed thus far, so looking good for us. Could you press O, please? Dragon's going to spawn for shortly in about a minute. Rylan won't be able to get his Blade of the Rune King beforehand, so we're going to have to fight without it. It's a huge BT overheal shield on MF, so it's going to be difficult to kill her. I think instead of killing her, we should look to cancel her ulti so that our team can actually fight. Looking at it right now, we need to generate mid-prio and maybe rotate it over to Dragon, or generate mid-prio and take the mid-tier one. They're looking at a hard engage towards mid lane. I don't know what's going on here. Yeah, they are.
Oh, there you go.
Tristan should ult himself. Doesn't ult himself. So many TPs going on in the map. Yep. Boom. Maui gets hit. Huge team fight going on. Okay, they chunked Maui. They killed Maui. Rylan's trying to do some damage to the front line. Can't do any damage towards Cho'Gath. He's level 16 to our level 13. This doesn't really look like an ideal fight. I don't think anything happens here other than them securing Mountain Soul and possibly transitioning into a Baron. If they get Mountain Soul, okay, sure, whatever. As long as the game's not over, there's still a potential for us to win if we take the Elder Dragon. That's what I should be looking toward. That's what our team should be looking towards. If we can just play for the next Elder Dragon, we'll be able to win the game. But will OCU let us get there? Right? We'll see. Yeah. If you saw Rylan trying to hit that Cho'Gath, man, it really, like, using wet noodles as arrows because, like, he wasn't doing anything there. Mountain Soul, if you didn't know, gives a lot of shield. Now they have extra, because they have 3 mountain dragons, they have like extra resistances, which is not really ideal if they're playing a lot of tanks. It's going to be hard for us to do any sort of damage towards them. Yeah, Rylan is opting into the Blade of the Rune King right now. We'll see what happens. We'll see if whether or not we can get Blade of the Rune King before the next team fight. He should be really asking for a lot of jungle resources to try and scale towards it. But yeah, the game's not over yet. It might look really bad for us, 14-6. It is really bad for us.
It is.
But gotta look on the bright side. I don't know what's gonna happen, man. They really need this dragon. They really need this Baron. We'll see what happens. We have an open inhibitor. At any point they can group and try and end, but OCU is just trying to play a really, really slow game. For what reason? I don't get it. They're 10k gold ahead. They should have definitely pressed the advantage. But, you know, I'm not complaining. Let's see what happens. Maui's looking for a death cap purchase. Wukong's looking for... I don't know what he's looking for, actually. What that MR build is going to be, who knows? Are support players building Redemption or something like that? Ardent? We don't know. So the 3-manning top side, they have a lot of shutdown bounties onto their carries, except for this top laner. This is taking too long. Okay. Flush. Okay. This is not good. This is not good. Oh my god. See, this is what I mean. This is a 2v3. If one person just hovers his Cho'Gath,
Yeah.
they cannot kill him. That's the problem. It looks like they're going to pressure the end here with our AD carry and our basically half our team entirely dead. Yeah, Cho'Gath's just too far ahead right now. They place too much emphasis on him. Maui kind of choked early, so this is what happens. It's okay. I think our top laner is reading that he's getting ganked heavily, so he's playing a lot more passive when he needs to. So he's pinging a lot more. Adjusting to this, We'll see what happens. I think they should just three-man ban the top side and do that instead. Zaya's not a problem, man. Zaya don't matter. They're not even gonna play Zaya. Just give it to them. Adjusting for game 2 here. Game's not over, but you know, it's not looking good. Okay, so we're down doubled inhibs for UOG. They should definitely look to try and hard engage this to try and get some bounties back, but we'll see what happens. No hard engage coming out. Nothing to play for other than Baron. It's looking very grim for us. They take double inhib, and they could just take Baron and win the game here. So, yeah, I really didn't like the Lulu pick here, but we will adjust accordingly. Cho'Gath, can you left click Cho'Gath's health? Just click on Cho'Gath, no, on the champion. The champion itself, the one that's walking. He has 5.7k HP at this point in the game.
Almost 6k.
Almost 6k, yeah. Looking to engage on Maui right now. Can't really find anything. He's kind of a big dragon, right? Or dinosaur. What do you think Cho'Gath is, actually?
A dinosaur.
Yeah, right. Kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm basing it off his fossilized skin.
Yeah, he's kind of like You ever watched Alien vs Predator?
Yeah.
You know those little things that hop onto you and lay its eggs.
Oh
in your mouth or
yeah,
whatever?
he's like a
that's what
big
it looks
version of that.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Those things really creep me out, man.
They should be
Yeah, they're taking bot tier 2.
from him.
Yeah, that's a new skin from Cho'Gath. It's pretty nice. They're looking to take bot tier 2 and Baron in retaliation. Let's see what happens. Juju's the only one that needs to be at the Baron. I don't know why everybody else is there. Only one person needs to be there because they're showing 3-man bot side. They're looking really disorganized right now. They don't know what to do. Bot lane's getting caught out right there. And losing the 2v2. Okay, yours cast the cask. They're down 2 ultis, okay, and then they lose the 3v3 bot side, and they kill and adjust, and it's an ace for OCU. Looks like we're going to be going into game 3 here shortly. If I had any advice for UOG next game, I would just tell them to play their comfort picks and stop playing Varus. This Lulu pick was not it, man, in the situation that they had. Stop banning the Zaya, just 3-man ban the top laner out. If at any point he's able to play these scaling type champions, it's going to be very difficult for us to actually do anything. So, yeah, I don't know, man. Hopefully UOG can adjust and they can hear me through the mic. I might need to go ahead and step in and have a little pep talk with UOG being their coach. So, Dean, take it away on BRB.
All right, we'll take a.
We understand an upside-down world, but they're writing us off before we get to the starting line. A stalled generation? Who do you think is gonna fix all this? We will, because our future is the future. The next greatest generation is now.
We all start somewhere. We start with the day. We start with him. We start with family. We start with a lesson. And the perfect wave. We start here and here. We start at your office and your home. We start with the connections that matter the most. The ones that move us, change us, inspire us. In an ever-expanding world, personal connections are what tie everything together, what ties us together. We all start somewhere. At GTA, we start with you.
We understand an upside-down world, but they're writing us off before we get to the starting line. A stalled generation? Who do you think is gonna fix all this? We will, because our future is the future. The next greatest generation is now.
We all start somewhere. We start with the day. We start with him. We start with family. We start with a lesson. And the perfect wave. We start here and here. We start at your office and your home. We start with the connections that matter the most, the ones that move us, change us, inspire us. In an ever-expanding world, personal connections are what tie everything together, what ties us together. We all start somewhere. At GTA, we start with you.
We understand an upside-down world, but they're writing us off before we get to the starting line. A stalled generation? Who do you think is gonna fix all this? We will, because our future is the future. The next greatest generation is now.
We all start somewhere. We start with the day. We start with him. We start with family. We start with a lesson. And the perfect wave. We start here and here. We start at your office and your home. We start with the connections that matter the most, the ones that move us, change us, inspire us. In an ever-expanding world, personal connections are what tie everything together, what ties us together. We all start somewhere. At GTA, we start with you.
We understand an upside-down world, but they're writing us off before we get to the starting line. A stalled generation? Who do you think is gonna fix all this? We will, because our future is the future. The next greatest generation is now.
We all start somewhere. We start with the day. We start with him. We start with family. We start with a lesson. And the perfect wave. We start here and here. We start at your office and your home. We start with the connections that matter the most, the ones that move us, change us, inspire us. In an ever-expanding world, personal connections are what tie everything together, what ties us together. We all start somewhere. At GTA, we start with you.
We understand an upside-down world, but they're writing us off before we get to the starting line. A stalled generation? Who do you think is gonna fix all this? We will, because our future is the future. The next greatest generation is now.
We all start somewhere. We start with the day. We start with him. We start with family. We start with a lesson. And the perfect wave. We start here and here. We start at your office and your home. We start with the connections that matter the most, the ones that move us, change us, inspire us. In an ever-expanding world, personal connections are what tie everything together, what ties us together. We all start somewhere. At GTA, we start with you.
Welcome
Welcome,
back,
we're back
guys.
again.
So, coming off a loss in game 2, what do you think about that last game there, Dean?
I think we just threw some fights there. Lost objectives, of course, and yeah, that's all I got. To be honest, I'm not
Okay.
sure what we did wrong there, but maybe you can kick some points.
I think the problem with game 2 was the fact that we hovered topside Cho'Gath for too long. Eventually, Cho'Gath is going to get to a point where he's too tanky and it's going to be harder to kill. And because Maui entered a kill early, that sort of scaling progression was accelerated
Yeah.
because he entered. I think that there was too much emphasis in terms of trying to shut down the top laner, and if the top lane can suss it out, if he can sense that he's being camped, he's just not going to do anything and waste our jungler's time, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you know that he's doing this as our team, you just need to not camp that lane. Just gank that lane when it's appropriate, when there's a reason to. You play off of your own, play on your own agenda, right? When it's convenient for you. I think there was too much emphasis on camping that lane and trying to shut it down that we actually shut down other parts of the map and we weren't able to capitalize on that. Hopefully they're able to I think for game 3, the final game of the evening, they should definitely adjust their game plan in terms of banning Cho'Gath. Because if the top laner is allowed to scale in any way, shape, or form, it's going to look bad for our team because their top laner is a master tier player.
Yeah.
He has the mechanics for it. Excuse me. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to a three ban on their top laner. The Xayah is not really that important. Excuse me.
Excuse.
And they should definitely pick to win lanes on the other side of the map. I was looking for some comfort picks off of our AD carry to play Twitch there. Him playing Varus was okay, but I think that there needed to be more oomph. He had Lulu, pocket Lulu, so it's kind of like playing a pocket Mercy in Overwatch. But you should definitely pick Twitch there if you excel at the champion. And Ryland's a really good Twitch, so I was kind of surprised when he picked Varus over Twitch. Even though that he didn't do that well yesterday, I think that he should still play it. Mid lane, Gragas pick into Orianna. I didn't really like that. Orianna has a lot of agency in the lane. Yours was kind of like just walking up for no reason, taking all of the unnecessary poke. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't think that's very ideal for Gragas playing into that. We'll see. The game hasn't started yet, but
I think
we're looking
still
to
winning.
hop into game 3 for picks and bans. So whenever they're ready to go ahead and start the game, we'll be ready to cast it, I suppose.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Wukong's just really strong. I think that they need to pick. I don't know. I really think that they need to pick Asol, but Asol's not going to be picked here. We'll see what they opt into. I hope that they don't give counter pick away. I think that we should get red side again. I like the red side, but I think we should stray away from Gragas. Gragas, that fight was not that good. What would our mid laner play? He would actually look to play Orianna here, but I don't know what he's going to break out for our mid lane. Yours can play pretty much anything, but yeah, man.
I see. So how did you guys prepare for today's game? Did you guys
We have our routines. Traditionally, UOG does really bad if we don't play a game the night before or the game prior.
Yeah.
You ever wake up and try to play a game, play ranked? It doesn't go too well, right? If you just wake up fresh out of bed, right?
Yeah.
And you're inting, right? So rules in terms of playing a game beforehand, before we actually hop into the real game. Okay, so going into pick and ban phase, the enemy OCU seems to be on blue side, and they first ban Udyr. We're looking for counter pick here. I think if UOG was smart, they should be definitely doing what I tell them to do, because I said so, right? They're banning Kasante, Mordekaiser, and then Cho'Gath, leaving the Xayah open. The Xayah is not really a problem. Their bot lane's a non-factor. They don't really they really just need to play like aggressive and go. But Tristan's not really known for playing hook champions. So they banned Udyr into Asol into I forget what the last ban was last game. Do you remember?
No. No idea. Unless I go back. Hold up. So we're just trying to look
Nah, I'm
for
trying to
last
figure out
ban.
what it was. We'll see. if it's
Tarek,
really-
Sivir.
No, for them, the other side, the first 3 bans were Zac. They banned the Zac. Let's see if they ban the Zac here again.
We shall see.
They banned the Zac here again. Third ban out here from the Cho'Gath, or they could have definitely picked blue side and picked Cho'Gath instead. They're opting in for the counter pick. They like that instead. So they're gonna ban Cho'Gath here. I would assume. What would OCU do with first pick advantage? They're gonna first pick Orianna again. They
Oh,
first pick Xayah. Okay, well, I mean, not that I care. I don't think that champion's impactful. I had told UOG here if they just pick tanks, Xayah's kind of useless. Xayah doesn't really do enough DPS to deal with tanks in the later stages of the game, so if we're able to equalize and pick tanks here, we'd be alright. Let's see what UOG responds with R1, R2. R1, R2 Sivir. Okay, good. Solid pick. I'm not really enjoying showing the AD carry off of first pick rotation because, again, Sivir has the same weaknesses as Xayah in terms of doing DPS to tanks. They're both really weak. They need a lot of items for us to do anything here. Picking Soraka or Renata here, they left it open, so they're responding with Sivir, Renata, I think. Much more impactful than Sivir, Soraka. Yeah, Renata here, preemptively, because we don't really know if they're picking a lot of heavy dive here. I'm unsure of whether or not that's the play. I think they're picking comfort picks right now, picking relatively safe in terms of what they're playing, so they're responding with Xayah Rakan. Okay, cool. Kind of expected. B3 pick, I think, will be their jungler. Let's see what they pick in terms of their jungler here. I think they're going to pick Sejuani again. If I was OCU, there was no reason for us to stop the Sejuani pick. So it wouldn't be too bad of an idea to pick Sejuani here. Let's see what they do though. They pick Vi first game, Sejuani second game. Vi also would be decent here too, but Kayn.
Oh, Kayn.
Why would they pick Kayn here? Target-rich
Interesting.
environment for blue Kayn right at the moment. They have Sivir and 2 ranged champions. Third pick here, we have quite possibly the mid lane pick or the jungler pick. It should be a jungle flex here, so they should just pick Wukong, but we'll see. Maokai. Okay, hovering into the Maokai pick for AP. There's a lot of zoning control here. Maokai, Renata cover the entire map with their with their ults, with their powers combined. They really cover a lot of ground, a lot of zone control with Maokai ult and Renata ult. Looking to target ban the top laner still because he's definitely the problem. We'll see what happens. Or they can look to ban, because we have our 4 pick, we pick before their mid laner. I think that we should look to deny. Here's a set ban. We missed a ban. Okay. That's not how that works here. We can't just tell them that that's set. But I'm hearing comms from our teammates saying that that's a set ban. But unfortunately, I don't think that we should be allotted to ban that because that's against the rules. Let's see if they honor it. Yeah. So R4 ban would be set, and then yeah. Yeah. I can't really tell if they're going to honor that set ban for R4, so we'll see. Yeah, but for R4 pick, we should definitely counteract their mid laner and just pick the Orianna here. Because if we were able to pick the Orianna, we're denying it from their mid laner.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we
There you
decided
go.
to ban it instead.
Define it.
Set Orianna. So
Ban it.
now,
Yeah.
What would I pick in the jungle here? They have Kayn. They have Xayah Rakan. Do we pick I would pick a flex jungle mid, but there's not very many flex jungle mids for us. They banned the Wukong here, which is kind of bad for us. Maokai could go top lane, but we don't know. Udyr's banned. Zack's banned. What does my top lane mid jungler do? He needs to pick a bruiser or a carry here. Lissandra mid. Okay. They're looking to team fight heavily here for early mid game. We only have late game Sivir, but we'll see how late game Sivir does versus their team comp. Final game of the evening, I think we're going to go to game 3 for all of our games this season. That's what it's looking like. Silver Scrapes. You know, I like to go home early, but like, you know, they're really making it spicy out here. Sejuani, 4th pick. Okay, for the jungle. It's pretty obvious. That's a Kayn top lane, guys. That's a Kayn top if I've ever seen one.
It's the first time seeing this.
Yeah, that's a spicy pick.
Have you ever encountered a Kayn top lane?
It's not good.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think he's gonna go Rost and then just look to carry the game there. Red King, but depends on what my top laner is doing. Anivia mid, okay. They have a lot of team fight prowess going on for their team. It's kind of spicy. We will see. It's interesting. Our last pick would be our jungler. I'm pretty sure it's not going to be Maokai jungle. It's probably going to be Maokai top. Graves would be okay here. Oh, it's a Lowy top lane. A Lowy Wowie. Interesting champion pick. So it covers the dive. Alawi, if you didn't know, is really good for counter engage. If they dive, she can soul rip, right? And she can deter the enemy team with all of her tentacles, man. And if you know what those tentacles do, man, they slap.
They slap.
They definitely slap. So let's see what will happen in top lane. Juju opting in for the Maokai jungle, probably first strike or phase rush, depending on what he's feeling like. I'm pretty sure he's gonna go phase rush here. I could be wrong, but yeah. Yoji has a really, really interesting team comp. I think I would favor OCU's team comp, but we'll see how that goes. Maokai jungle has not a lot of gank pressure in terms of any lane except for bot lane and mid lane. Top lane, he's just looking to scale safely, and yeah. I don't know if Alawi's good here. They should have known that he was topside, so picking the Alawi deliberately against the Kayn might not be that ideal, because when Alawi soul rips, right, she has to stand still and whack the soul. And if she's standing still whacking the soul, those are free stacks, baby, for Kayn. So transformation will be really early in terms of Kayn, Red Kayn, topside. And yeah, we'll see.
Find out.
Before we hop into the game, we'd like to thank our sponsors, GTA, Glidepath, Army National Guard, and Laddie Esports, for sponsoring the stream. Thank you very much. Without you, none of this would be possible. Cut to a quick commercial break.
We understand an upside-down world, but they're writing us off before we get to the starting line. A stalled generation? Who do you think is going to fix all this? We will, because our future is the future. The next greatest generation is now.
We all start somewhere. We start with the day. We start with him. We start with family. We start with a lesson. And the perfect wave. We start here and here. We start at your office and your home. We start with the connections that matter the most. The ones that move us, change us, inspire us. In an ever-expanding world, personal connections are what tie everything together, what ties us together. We all start somewhere. At GTA, we start with you.
We understand an upside-down world, but they're writing us off before we get to the starting line. A stalled generation? Who do you think is gonna fix all this? We will, because our future is the future. The next greatest generation is now.
And we're back again onto our game 3, the last game of the day.
Yeah.
Let's see who will take the dub. Hopefully,
Kane top, huh?
Yuji, of course.
Kane top, Kane top, Kane top. What's gonna happen in Kane top versus Maokai top?
It's
Or
interesting
Ilawi top.
to see.
I think that Ilawi scales better. They scale relatively the same. It just depends on how fast Ilawi is going to give soul stacks over to Kane.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't think that if he's able to hold off on giving stacks to Kane, it'd be in Ilawi's favor later on. But yeah, Kane. I think Kane had the entire game. All right, moving on to champ select. Relatively the same. It just depends on how fast. 1 second.
So we have Coach Donna assisting Daniel today's production. And now we're in Summoner's Rift. So I'd like to introduce team comps right now. So in the blue side we have OKC, we have OCU, I meant Mitafu as Kane, Rising Rookie as Sejuani, the line as Anivia, Warden Ramsey as what's her champion?
Zaya.
Zaya, and then Spirit AV as Rakan. I'm so sorry. And
Very
then
good,
would you like to introduce Yoji?
Yoji has Ilawi, Maokai, Lysandra, Sivir, and Renata. Looking at the team comps right now, I think that it's in favor of OKC in terms of draft. But luckily, we have a lot. We have basically our Yoji team on comfort picks, all 4 of them, with the exception of top lane. I don't think top lane plays a lot of Ilawi. He's not JJ, so I don't know what he's doing. He's cosplaying JJ right now, but he's his own person. JJ, if you guys haven't known, is our former top laner. He graduated a few semesters ago, and he used to play a lot of Ilawi. Personally, I don't know if Ilawi is good here. Well, I already know that Ilawi is not that good here. Ilawi is good into specific types of comps, particularly heavy dive comps. They don't really have heavy dive. It's hard to land DPS in terms of the Kane, because once he goes into Ross and he goes inside of you, I think his ulti, he becomes untargetable, so it's hard to out DPS him. So moving on to game 3, it looks like we're doing a mirrored start here. Sorry, opposite start for the junglers. They're starting red buff on both sides. Which means that Sejuani will have first move top side for a gank, and then our top laner, Maokai, will have first move bottom for a gank. So we'll see how this goes. Kane playing hyper aggressive here at level 1, which is very good for Kane getting his stacks. Maui should respect it. His champion doesn't do anything early, so yeah, I don't know what he's really doing, trying to contest any CS. Um, yep. Kane walking in towards his top side to get deep ward in. He's very traumatized from all the heavy gank pressure that he's gained from the last 2 games. So that's respectable. What's happening right now? Maokai looking towards clear towards bottom. Maui's losing a lot of HP early. He's starting the tier and he's down 2 pots already. He should know that Sejuani's top side, or at least clearing towards top side because their bot lane leashed. So right now he should be very passive. His HP threshold right now looks like he's able to be dove if the Sejuani came, but I guess the Sejuani's opting to just do a full clear. Okay. Maokai takes his bot side camps, and then he has first move bottom. Let's look at the lane status towards bottom. Lane status towards bottom is it's shoving into them. So I think what Maokai is going to do is he's just going to go contest bot side crab and to invade his bot side and to get deep vision. Yep. Sivir is going to clear some wards out or hit the blast cone so that they can at least see what's going on. I think they're trading crabs right now, and then they're going to look towards mid lane. Maokai looking towards mid lane right now, and then now looking towards bot side for a gank. I don't think a bot lane gank is possible because they're under turret. So all Maokai is doing is just looking for camps to clear. Sejuani's doing the same. So nothing is going on right now.
Oh, we do have a lot of vision in bottom, right? We have a lot of control.
Yep.
In the
Top
blue
lane-
team's jungle.
Yeah,
Bottom
top lane
side.
looking to freeze right now. Maui's sensing out a gank. I'm sure he can sense it, but let's see what happens here. Yep. Maui's getting ganked by the top lane. He should have hovered his tentacles. That flash was poor, but it's alright. Flashes nothing and dies, gives a first blood over to Kane. His lane status is horrible right now. He should be asking Juju to come. And unless Juju's there, they can't really QB2 counterplay this. So him griefing for this wave really puts him really far behind doing this. So he should definitely have just played weak side and stop trading with the Kane. Do nothing. Literally do nothing. Because right now, they should have sensed out that Sejuani has been putting a lot of pressure towards top side. Yeah, just do nothing. It's better to do nothing and not die than to die and lose all of this wave as well. So now, top lane is really far behind. He's just chilling. Their only hope is bot side. There's now a 20 CS lead. 12 CS lead? 14 CS lead, top side. Yep, Juju keeps hovering this mid-side gank on a ward. He keeps repeating the same ward, same gank routes, and he can sense it out all the time. I don't know if there's any coordination with the mid in terms of where their Anivia is placing their wards, but yeah, if there's nothing going on, he needs to take a reset right now. Another solo
Another
bolo.
pick.
Yep, on top lane. Kane solo boloing the Ilaoi. Like I said, Ilaoi just needs to do nothing and wait for the wave. But because he was impatient and died, he walked in where, yeah, Kane saw him on vision. Yeah, this is what happens. Now he's going to lose not just one wave, 2 waves. He lost a wave on the initial gank, and now he's losing a cannon wave after TPing. So this is really bad for him. Nothing can bail him out right now because he made some poor decisions, and he's not really factoring in the jungle gank or waiting for the enemy or waiting for his teammates to help him out with an assist on the cover. So it's not really looking too hot for UOG. Kane's looking to get red Kane. He's building lethality. He has so much stacks on whatchamacallit. Ooh. Juju looking for a flash play, possibly. Doesn't flash, chooses not to. He just goes to clear this. But anyways, back to what I was saying. Because Rost, red Kane is what you should be getting after you hit a lot of melees on Kane. Because Kane is so far ahead, I think he's opting in for a blue Kane route. Because he's this far ahead. I mean, like, if you're 2 kills ahead with, like, 25 CS lead, you can do whatever you want. We'll see what he opts into. Maybe he might be going into red Kane with what's the item? Oh, you don't know the item, right?
Maybe not.
The lethality item. Engage going on here in mid lane. They proc Anivia egg right now. They should definitely just kill this right now. Freebie. Nice.
Okay,
Solo
cool.
kill. 3-man kill on the mid laner. They proc Anivia passive. They burn Sejuani flash and Maokai flash here. For it. Okay. 2 kills on over to AP Maokai with phase rush. It's looking all right. Yeah, top lane just inting out of his mind. Doesn't really matter. Eventually, he's going to get there. We will see. We will see what Maui has in store for us. This is, you know, I know Maui pretty well. Okay, Solo Bolo. Let's see. Flash on Rakan used. Good spell shield. The spell shield's nothing. 1 HP. 1 HP. Rakan.
Fortunate.
Unfortunate indeed. Yeah. I don't know why my AD carry just didn't cleanse the exhaust, because if he had cleansed the exhaust, it would have been fine. Yeah. He probably wouldn't have lived with 1 HP if he had just cleansed. Root landed onto bot lane. Okay, flash from Kane used. That's fine. Trading flashes means that he's susceptible to ganks later on in the game. Let's see what happens. Yours taking an aggressive trade here on top of the mid laner, which is fine. Yours has flash and ulti coming up soon, so they can definitely kill this Anivia without passive soon if Maokai comes to respond instead of hovering topside. Again, too much emphasis. It's a little pressure being drawn off of the Kayn after burning flash there, but I mean, the lane status is still the same. Clears the wave in mid lane, waiting for ganks. Sejuani hovering the top side. He's probably going to look to gank the Illaoi once again. He just needs to slow play this. And yeah. A lot of nothing is happening right now. I think OCU. Okay.
Topside, on the other hand, is getting a lot of action from Kane.
Yeah, he's just getting rolled right now. There's not much you can do. There's no reason for him to even show up to the wave. There's a potential that he gets dove here. Alright, he gets... Okay. He's taking a base right now. They're looking to take the Rift Herald. There's not much our jungler can do other than hover bot side while they're taking this camp. If he goes to contest this Rift Herald, then I'm sure they lose everything. Right now it's a 2k gold lead in terms of OKC, and this is strictly coming from the top side. Nothing has happened other than the top side of the map, other than the spot side gank. Yeah. Now it's a 40 CS lead. They're looking to extend this lead by placing Rift Herald top side. Their Sejuani's looking to zone the Illaoi here. He just needs to bite the bullet and just die, or like not even do anything. Sivir used R to look for an aggressive bot side dive. I don't know what they're doing right now. There's not much that can happen unless they 4-man dive bottom, which they should. Good. They face check. For what reason? Here comes a ulti.
Okay.
Ooh, they should wipe this for sure. He should flash for this.
Nice.
Okay, no flash available. They kill 2. They're losing top side of the map, but they were losing that anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Maui should definitely freeze this wave, because if he shoves this wave in, it just gives the Kayn free roam to do whatever he wants. Kane's looking off this fresh reset to impact the map with his lead, which is really smart. Maui should definitely be calling Mia, and he didn't do what I said he should have. He should have definitely froze the wave. Instead, he's going to grief his jungler by taking his camps. But there's not much you can do. So, they're...
It's like we're having a setup on Dragon.
Yeah, they're
here.
setting up for Dragon right now. They're sending their Fed top laner to go and secure this Dragon for them. If they secure this Dragon, they're only 1 off of Soul Point. Let's see what the next Dragon is. They're not contesting this Dragon, obviously, because Kane's just so far ahead. If you press O right now, I'm pretty sure Kane has his mythic item. Yep, Kane has his Eclipse. That's the item that I was talking about. He opts for a hyper-aggressive Eclipse route because of how much gold he has. This is too far out. Yep, so Infernal Soul. That's a very impactful Dragon. I think the win rates for teams that get Soul is like 98 to 99%.
Oh
if you
God.
secure a Soul, it doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah.
you win. You're 99% likely to win the game simply because you have Soul. I don't know if that's the same stats in competitive.
Yeah.
But in in solo queue at least, that's what the percentage of win rates are for Soul itself. It's super impactful, especially a damaged Soul like Infernal. Infernal Soul gives you a lot more DPS than you would actually think, because each individual dragon, individual Soul, or each individual dragon gives you damage increase, but the Soul itself gives you DPS, extra DPS, like an extra burst of damage per ability, which is on cooldown. Look at Maui do nothing. You can't really do anything because you really botched the early game. And this is what happens when you botch the early game. Okay. He needs to flash, or at least cleanse.
Here comes another bot fight.
Good. Disengage
Nice.
from Sivir. Exhaust. Okay. Xayah looking to...
Oh.
Renata W coming in clutch here.
Okay.
Okay. They're looking to
Yours is coming
re-dive
down
this
from
guy.
mid.
They should dive this guy. This should be a 1 for 3. Good. Just hit him. There you go.
Nice. One more.
So a 3 for 0 here in favor of UOG. They're looking
Nice.
to just go ahead and... Yep.
And now we're taking
Rampage.
the lead in kills.
Now they can get some plates off of bot lane.
Would you say that we're kind of even right now, or we're closing up a
We're
little
closing up the gap. It was a 2k gold lead. Now it's a 1k gold lead.
bit? Nice.
In terms of the game, I think this is okay. Maokai needs to build a little bit more AP for us to be more to be stronger. But let's see what he opts into. I think he's bought into a demonic embrace. Yep, he's building the executioners thing. He's building Morellos. Good. Maui's trying to deter the top laner off of the red buff. At least he's helping. He's helping in some way, right? Yeah. There it goes. Okay. The next thing to play for with only a 500 gold lead would be this top lane bounty. He's worth a total of 650 gold for whoever claims his bounty. If I were UOG here, I would send everybody, the entire arsenal, 5-man, drop all the lanes, go kill this guy right now. We need this bounty in our pockets. Right now, it looks like though Sivir has a huge CS gap, a 20 CS gap. That's crazy. Ryland's not really known for a CS, so yeah, having a 20 CS gap, it's only gonna get worse now that he's has a lead. He has a kill and 20 CS lead. It's looking good for UOG. It's relatively even in terms of power scaling. I just don't know how they're going to deal with the Rost. It's pretty simple to lock him down. Once we have Lissandra ulti targeted on top of him, Lissandra ulti needs to happen on top of him. Plus the Maokai ulti and the root, whatever you may be, throw everything at this guy to take his shutdown. Otherwise, he's just going to run rampant throughout the team fight. If we ignore him for even half a second in the team fight, the game is lost. The team fight's lost, in my opinion. So, looking at the minimap, there's not much going on. Bot lane 2v2, just pretty even. It's still a 1k gold lead in terms of OKC. Maokai hovering this bot side gank, so is Anivia. Sejuani clearing his top side, there's nothing to do. Let's see what happens. I think I think Anivia is just hovering a gank right now. They're looking to hard engage here. Looking really good for us. Huge Maokai ulti coming in on the Anivia. Do they kill the Anivia here? They don't. Nothing happens. They just trade ults here. Ooh.
Unless.
Good. Huge hook.
Nice.
Huge hook on
Good
Renata, dude. Great pick onto, ooh. Sejuani's now hovering bot side. I think there's no reason for them to overextend. They're looking to group for this dragon. They're really low, so I don't think they can contest this, right? Yeah, dragon spawns in about 40 seconds-ish. They're looking to reset here. They should accomplish deep vision or something, or they're going to look to do it on spawn. Let's see what happens. They're looking to do it on spawn, with Xayah being dead and Rakan having to base. This should be a soul denial, unless they flip it. Unless this guy is Gumayushi, or Peanut, or someone from the LCK that can steal this dragon. Let's see. I highly doubt they're going to steal this dragon, so they just conceded, right? Juju, don't miss smite. Come on. There you go.
Nice.
That was, you know, a nail-biting moment for me, at least as a coach, because I know for a fact that if anybody steals this dragon, we are, it's going to be very difficult for us to win the game here. Okay, Maui, top side, looking to scale. Yeah, you're just chilling. he's big chilling with a 60 CS deficit, but he's big chilling. Yeah, not really doing anything right now. Maui needs to base here. They're looking to, the only objective on the map to take right now would be the outer turrets for our red team and the Rift Herald. We haven't taken a single turret or haven't pressured it effectively enough. It's still only a 1k gold lead in terms of UOG, in terms of UKC, so we're looking pretty good. Yeah, Rylan has his first mythic, so does their Zaya. They're grouping to contest this dragon. We will see what happens. Or this Rift Herald, excuse me.
Yeah.
Rift Herald is secured by our team. Ross has a flank on our team. We have to kind of pay attention to this guy. He's the star player of the team. He has all the agency. He determines whether the team fight is won or lost. So looking at this, they're looking to clear mid, and then they're looking to gain priority and then go to Rift Herald. They're securing Rift Herald right now. At least they're looking to team fight for it. If they send Maui here, it'd be great. I would much prefer Maui to be here instead of soaking the wave, because the wave is like irrelevant. Like, you're so far behind, it's not going to matter. Renata ult coming down. Okay, ult from Maokai. We steal the thing.
We steal it.
He flashes forward to grab that Rift Herald. I don't know if that was worth his shutdown to flash forward there, because now they're killing. Oh my god, they kill. See, this is the problem. The Kayn is allowed to run rampant throughout the team fight, and where there is no person to stop the Kayn, it's going to be a wipe for OKC. Flashing forward for this Rift Herald was irrelevant. We just needed to deny it, and we should have put our primary focus on this Kayn, because Kayn is the only person that matters. Once Juju flashed forward for that Rift Herald, the fight was lost. I knew what in his mind that he wanted to secure the Rift Herald, at least grab it afterwards, but like, it doesn't really matter if you inch your bounty away. You want to inch your bounty away and at least take their Kayn, right? So the bounty, what was now a 1k bounty, 1k gold deficit is now a 3k gold deficit in favor of OKC. They're only looking, they're counter jungling as well, so it's even worse for UOG right now. Yeah, unless they destroy, they really need to just destroy the, oh, they're looking for a TV flank on Sejuani right now. Everfrost, good. Slow, good. We pick off the Sejuani here right before Baron, good. Here we go, Kayn with no ulti. They're picking 1k bounty going over to yours. Flash on Anivia use. They're gonna use this tempo here to swing the Baron. This is huge for UOG, huge.
They don't have any smite and
Go
no,
back to
no Kayn.
Maui right now, because Maui is just dancing on their mid laner right now. Like he knows it's a top diff right now. He knows that he's diffing their top lane right now by zoning them.
Nice.
We secure the Baron here.
Secure the Baron.
Ooh.
Hopefully we get an Nivea pick here.
Yeah, it's a Nivea pick. Procs are passive. This is a freebie. We should base and reset here. Get our tempo back into the lane. Looking at the lane statuses, we should use this time to kind of grab the turrets, right? Because Anivia and their entire team have to base, they should base here. It's going to take too long to take these outer turrets. Now we need to focus on getting a tier 1. A 4k bounty shift. Now it's equalized. You see the gold bounty?
Yeah.
It's 35k each. That's insane off this Baron power play. They crucial overstep by their Kayn, trying to help the Sejuani being out of position there. Costed the 1k bounty swing over to UOG. Now it's equalized in terms of gold. In terms of level and experience, Kayn has a level advantage, but I don't think that really matters. We'll see what happens here. UOG walking down to prep for this dragon, right? We're also trying to prep for any outer turrets that we can. Maui building the Black Cleaver into, I don't know what this is. This is the Fimbulwinter. He's looking to get a Fimbulwinter, I guess. He should ult this. Wow, Maui outscaling. He's giga-gapping their top laner right now. Yeah, there's not much you can do once he soul rips. Kayn opting in for this squishy build makes it, on Russ, makes it so that it's like impossible for him to trade. He doesn't really have that much HP. One soul rip, even though Maui's this far behind, costs Kayn half his HP. Half his HP for building like that. Let's see what happens here. They're setting up for this dragon. This should be a free dragon on the side of UOG. Yep, free dragon on UOG.
Secured
Renata ulti. So they're just going to
Q2.
use their ultis and back off, right? This is what they're looking to do. Maui has to catch the mid lane wave. We're not really doing anything here bot side, so Maui's looking to rotate afterwards. Are they looking for a dive on these guys? What's going on here? No, they're doing nothing. They're trying to force a team fight, but they can't really force. UOG is in an advantage here with Kane showing mid side and Zai showing mid side. Zai doesn't really have teleport, so they should definitely take the 4v4 here. Their team fight prowess is much better if Kane's not there. They should go, but they're not going. They need to escort Mr. President Shelly to his lane. Okay, he needs to ult. Or flash at least. He's late. He dies. He gives over the bounty to Zaya. Okay, there's not much you can do. We take the bot lane tier 1 turret in retaliation. We ult on Sivir. I don't know what's going on here. They're looking to escort Shelly. Nope. Shelly is gone. Okay, Maokai holding mid lane, defending mid lane versus Zaya and Kane. Kane's looking to counter jungle because they can't really do anything. So off their Baron power play, they did nothing but equalize and secure a second Infernal Dragon. Will be helpful for us. If we're able to secure Soul, I think we win. We just outright win. But we will see how.
What's the next soul? Can we go to the Drake pit?
It's Infernal Soul.
Oh, it's
so
Infernal Soul.
after the third dragon spawns, so
okay.
the first 2 dragons were secured by OKC. They were Cloud and Chemtang Soul, right? So after those 2 are taken, the third dragon will spawn. The third dragon determines what soul it will be. And because the third dragon was a red soul, the Infernal Soul, it will be Infernal Dragon, it will be an Infernal Soul. So every dragon here on out will be red.
Gotcha.
Yep. So right now, looking at UOG, Sivir has their 2-item power spike, maintaining that 20 CS lead. We have a 30 CS deficit now off the mid laners, but it's okay. They're utilitarian, so they're just really looking to do any sort of AP damage, set up the team fight, set it up for Sivir. Sivir's doing all right. Okay, we trade ult here for a potential pick on the Rakan. Could you press the P button? Don't press P. Press P again. There seems to be some technical difficulties. There's some Riot Games server lag. There's not much we could do about that. Good spell shield on to Sivir. Sivir's getting engaged on by the Kane right now. Kane got locked down. Good flash on Kane. Rylan needs to back up and chill. Can we get some takedowns onto Maokai? Nope. This Merc tread on Kane really doing wonders for him. I don't think they do anything here. The wave's in a decent spot for us. Kane can only take tier 2 bot side. Rakan's looking to pressure this guy, but I don't think they can do anything here. They're looking to chase the Maokai right now. Kane has Merc Treads, and I think if you left-click the Kane, he might have Unflinching too. Is this a freebie? Sapling, please! Oh. Unlucky, unlucky, unlucky. Baron seems to be spawning here shortly. They now have a 4K advantage, a 2K advantage. Was it 4? Yeah, it's 4K advantage off of that play because they couldn't one-tap the... they need to one-shot the Kane off of any CC. He's very squishy. If they're just more coordinated, they're able to just flash forward and kill this guy. But they're just uncoordinated. They need to burn everything, all their resources on this champion. It's a huge problem for UOG that they're never in position to respond to this. Crimson Comet. Tristan, our team captain, is looking to build into... What is this? Stone plate? I don't know what item our support's building. Our Sivir has 2 items. He needs a power shift. Our jungler has been sitting on some items for a long time. He's looking to kill topside. If they're able to kill this top laner, they're able to transition this into a Baron. Let's see what happens here. Ulti comes out. Q comes out. Nice. We shut him down. Now this should be an instant Baron. Instant Baron play. They're all bot side. I don't know what they're doing. They're responding with this Infernal third third Infernal, which doesn't really matter. If UOG secures this Baron, it'd be really good for us. This is insane for us. We're trading Soul Point for this Baron. The Soul Point doesn't really matter. The Soul actually matters, right? So with this, they can actually threaten the end here. Let's see what happens. Yep, they take the dragon, whatever, that's good. They look like that's exactly what should happen in every team fight. They need to like dogpile on top of the Kayn. Otherwise, he's able to just like destroy, right? Destroy our backline. Kayn's opting in for a death stance here. Not much we can do. If he gets that death stance, it's going to be even more impossible to kill him. 'Cause I don't think we'll have enough damage. But I think personally, Kayn should buy Hex Shrinker or Maw. But it's fine. We'll see what happens. Okay, so UOG has to get some turrets, man. They need to pick up something somewhere. I don't know what they're doing a 1-3-1. They can't really do anything. They need to just team fight. They team fight better, but they're not doing it. So watching them play, Kayn's just going to shove it down top side every single time. They need a 4-1 instead of 1-3-1. They need to put 4 people mid lane so they can actually threaten the turret. Because 2v2, Renata's not doing anything. She can't really engage the team fight. And yeah, I think what's happening now is they're walking towards mid lane. Xayah is able to clear the minions out very effectively, so there's not much you could do. Kayn's looking for a flank here. Flank angle. A hard engage onto Maokai. Maokai ulti. TP. Kayn. Kayn dies. Or Renata dies for Kayn. Kayn's 1 HP here. This should be free. Just flash. Okay, flash from Sejuani. Flash from... Okay. Kayn shut down here. We should be okay right now. Oh, the stun lands. Good Q cancel. Rylan can't come back. Maokai should be able to kill this. Okay, now he's egged out. He's egged out. He should be able to kill this. Soul Rip. Soul Rip. Cancels. He doesn't cancel. Oh, unfortunate. Unfortunate from Juju. It's okay. Can we at least transition this into a mid lane stuff? Oh, Maokai kills with the sapling. Wow, she runs into a sapling from the future, from the past, actually. Juju, that's smart, dude. He's Nostradamus. He knew that Anivia was gonna walk there, right into his trap after low HP, after he procs his passive. Looking to siege tier 2 while Kayn is down. Kayn actually respawned, looking to TP flank right now on Renata. They know that Kayn's existing in the backline. They're walking straight into him. Maokai W, Maokai Q, Maokai dead. They look. I think they wipe here. Yeah, they wipe. I don't think they're gonna. Ooh, okay, close. Yeah, Sivir kind of stuck. He doesn't know where to go. He needs to walk towards his Lissandra here. I don't think this is smart. It could be smart. It could be genius. Next rotation of Kayn W's up. Nope. There's no reason to do that. Okay, so the gold is now in favor. For the first time in 30 minutes, UOG has taken a lead in terms of gold at a mere measly 400 gold. I'll take it, though, you know.
Take whatever you can.
400 gold, for real. But you know what? Game status is still the same. Game plan is still the same. They kill the Kayn, they win the game. Like that slogan. Yep. Our Sivir has stopwatch. It's a very good item to make sure that our only threat in the game doesn't really die immediately. So Maokai building into heavy AP because he's forced to. We don't have enough DPS to kill the Kayn. Kayn's building into Hex Shrinker right now, so it's going to be almost impossible to kill him now. Let's see what Sivir builds into as our third item. Probably GAs, right? Once Sivir hits 16, we should be okay. Nothing much to play for other than to deny Soul Point here. Infernal Soul is spawning soon, spawning very shortly. Let's see what they do. They need to flip for this. They should have ended off that Baron pick, the Baron play, the last game, but all they were able to get off the map were just tier 1s, right? Tier 1 mid, tier 1 top, and tier 2 mid. Looking at this, it's a very tense situation. If Infernal Soul is secured for OKC, it'd be really bad for UOG. But you know what? I still don't think the game will be over even if they secure the Infernal Soul. It'd be very bad for us, but let's see what happens here for UOG. We have mid prio. Mid lane's kind of neutral here. We have a decent ward set up in terms of defensive wards, so we should know exactly where everyone comes from. Kane's looking for the flank here. They're engaging on our Ilaoi right now. I don't know what happened to Ilaoi. Soul rip onto their oh, their 4-man engaging on Ilaoi. Ilaoi survives most of that burst. Huge damage off of Ilaoi. Looking at the Kane, looking at the Kane, looking at the Kane. Okay. Yep, they win the team fight because they tried to aggress on the Ilaoi. Kane CC'd right now. Oh no. Our AD carry was taking a bath in an Anivia ulti. He's stinky. He needed to I don't know, shower, I guess. I don't know what's going on. But if you press O right now, let's see if our AD carry died with stopwatch available. Can I get a replay? Can I get an O? Can you press an O for me? There we go. Stopwatch was used. He had both summons cleanse flush, but he just decided to stay in the Anivia ult, take all that tick damage. So they do indeed secure Infernal Soul for whatchamacallit, top lane. It's unfortunate, but let's see what happens. They take Infernal and mid lane inhibitor. Okay. If I was UOG, there needs to be a lot more coordination in terms of what's happening. They just really need to kill this guy. They're burning cooldowns unnecessarily on people that don't matter, but it's okay. We will see. The game's not over yet. Infernal Soul looks bleak for UOG, but again, the gold still equalize. Let's see how this plays out. It looked really good, that last team fight for UOG, because Maui got all of his damage out before he died.
Yeah.
We need to watch that last replay, but we can't really watch the replay. We will, as a team, after the game, observe that. Yeah, man. They're just looking to set up for this Baron. Maokai. Maokai hovering over the Baron pit to make sure that they don't take it for free. They're looking to clear the mid lane right now. Sivir BT. Okay. Kane's really strong right now. Map status, nothing to do right now. They're just hovering over Baron. Baron's the only play to be made. If OKC is able to secure Baron right now, I think that would signal the game for them. They would win. But let's see if they can play one team fight correctly. But I don't think they can play a team fight correctly. Xayah is a threat already, even though they had shut her down early. Our AD carry still has a 20 CS lead. Nearly 30, but I don't think it matters. Looking to hard engage on top of this, on this Anivia. Anivia dies here, I think, for free. This is looking really good for us. What do they do in retaliation? There's a potential for them to end mid lane. So them walking up like this without vision, kind of bad. They need to throw everything out. Yep, huge ulti coming out from Anata. Yours dies. Yep, Rylan hitting the tank. Yep, we lose. Looks like there wasn't any coordination in terms of what needed to happen. There wasn't any vision. I think they walked into the jungle without vision. That was a weakness there. If there was any threats in that bush, which there were, they were definitely looking to collapse. This is what happens when they make these mistakes. Unfortunately, Game 3 goes over to OKC. Congratulations to OKC taking the best of 3 versus UOG. We will go ahead and head back to the drawing boards and review these games for future games. These games shouldn't be this close, but they are. But I guess they're good practice, really, to identify our shortcomings. But yeah.
All right. 2-1 for OKC.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything else to say?
No, not really. I just want to thank our sponsors, GTA, Glide Path, Guam Army National Guard, and Laddie Esports for providing the stream for you today. Yeah.
And thank you for all the viewers. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Of course, we will come back stronger and learn from the VOD.
Great. Thanks for watching, guys.
Thank you. Have a good day. Signing out, Dean Santos and John Donna.
We understand an upside-down world, but they're writing us off before we get to the starting line. A stalled generation? Who do you think is gonna fix all this? We will, because our future is the future. The next greatest generation is now.
We all start somewhere. We start with the day. We start with him. We start with family. We start with a lesson. And the perfect wave. We start here and here. We start at your office and your home. We start with the connections that matter the most. The ones that move us, change us, inspire us. In an ever-expanding world, personal connections are what tie everything together, what ties us together. We all start somewhere. At GTA, we start